So my coworker asked me a question which I didn't know the answer to, so I gave her my classic vague response. And she looks at me and asks how long I've been working here. For about 3 years. Well, she's almost been here a year. Then goes, this whole time I've worked here, you've never given me a straight answer. And I'm like, fuck, she figured me out. I don't know. Do that, avoid getting blamed for anything at work. I don't. Figured me out. I don't do that to avoid getting blamed for anything. I play dumb, but she's too smart for that. Figured out what game I play at work. Tragic. Hello, Elwo. Hi, Ronmu. Do I have everything set up? I think so. I think I'm good. Ooh, did I get my water? Yeah, I did. My go-to is, that's a good question, and then forget about it seconds later. Hi, Leon. My go-to for that, hi, Archangel, is to give him what I know, to give him what I think is the answer, but to always end it with, that's just me, you may want to check that. I'm not 100% sure in that, or I'm not entirely sure, but I think it would be. I preface it with like, hey, this is my opinion, don't hold it to me. It's on you if you're wrong. Pro strat. Hi, Techno. Morning, Lynn. College is back and I'm already annoyed. How have you been? I'm good. You know, I think Will starts college today as well. Let's get stretching. I'm trying a new... This is going to be the most boring news possible to you guys. Hi, Gana. Normally I'm in my room here. Today I'm in my room here. Instead of this angle, we're trying this angle. And I'm like, holy shit. This is like something that'll be kind of interesting to me. See how it affects tracking and whatnot. And for you guys, it's going to be like, wow, he turned 45 degrees. Who fucking cares? Hi, Trogdor. Holy shit, he fucking moved huge. Trogdor, did you hear my strat to the issue you're dealing with at work? Because I read out your thing and I'm like, oh, that sucks. I've had that notification for like a week, Cry. I'll be honest, I almost never press them. No, I had to load in. My go-to is to give them the answer. Give them what I genuinely think is the answer and try to give good advice. But then always end it with, but I'm not entirely sure. You might want to check with this person. Or, that's what my gut reaction would be. But I'm not entirely sure. You should, you know, don't hold that to me. Like, it's always like, give you the real answer, even if I'm 100% confident in it. And then end with, but I don't know. Also, morning. I pressed it because it won't stop I only pressed it because it won't stop telling you. You know what's crazy fucking weird, guys? My back is, you know, sometimes in pain, right? We did Planet Crafter for 5 hours yesterday. And immediately after, I was like, I'll nap in the beanbag. It'll be 10 minutes. I fell asleep in the beanbag for 2 fucking hours. Which normally is like, this is devastating to your back. I knew. Normally that's like, fucking Bane taking Batman and to my back. My back feels better than ever. My back feels so good right now. And I'm like, wait, hang on. That's not how it's supposed to work. See, my issue is that I'm always silly at work. So people would look at me thinking to themselves, I'm the last person they would want to ask. And I'm like, oh my god, it's Mute City Twist Road from F-Zero-GX. It is. It is. This kills the back, this guy. But now people are slowly realizing how smart I am. Hell yeah. I think right away everybody knew I was pretty smart and good at it. I mean, it's hard to be seen as not good at your job. Hi, Wrath. Greetings, you don't have a long walk. What the fuck, man? I don't wish shit on you like that. I swear. My supervisor would be like, okay, guys, in a team of 10, these two are doing 60% of the work. If you have questions, ask them. It was like, fuck. Okay. So there was no fucking hiding it. Never let them catch on. That's when they ask you to do shit. I mean, so we couldn't ask each other to do shit, right? It wasn't like, hey, can you do this for me? But it was always like, can you teach me how to do this? You'd go to people and be like, I don't know what to do in this situation. What should I do? You could constantly go and ask people like that. But the closest example I can give you is that it's like building a puzzle. At the end, there is a very right answer and a very correct way to do it. But there's like 5 to 10 different processes. You could do the borders and then just work in from those. You could be a freak that like starts at the top left corner and gradually works left. You could just look for all the easy parts and like this goes together, this goes together, this goes together, and build out from those, right? Our projects, we were verifying fiber lines, was very much, everybody has a different process, right? But there would be questions where it's like, man, I don't know what to do for these pieces here. You could go ask somebody that you're like, hey, you're good at this. How would you handle this? What am I supposed to do here? And they could be like, okay, well, you can do this or this. I thought you wanted to be fit. I am fit. It's one of those things, Wrath, where like long days and incline days are great for me. They're really, really good. I don't enjoy the physical exertion of those days, though. Those days are like, oh man, this sucks. Even though I know it's great for me. I got away with it because I started with my super nerdy coworker at the same time. And I've hid behind his shadow. Can you squish watermelon with your legs? I don't know. We are unsure on that. We need to get back to stretches because we're at 9:06 and we've only done knee lifts. I can tell you this is already better tracking. Hi, Safi. Safi, I almost missed my dailies yesterday. I was like going to bed at 4 and I was like, hang on. I haven't played Uma today. So I opened it up, got my goal sheet carrots. I did not do my team race or my daily races or my career dailies, but what league you entering? I honestly don't even know what rank I am. I know it says like D1 or D2. Euland, we're turning you into glue. No! Hi, media. I'm the only technician at my current job. It sucks not having anyone to ask, but it's rad not having to deal with the usual shithead techs that call me names. The issue became the praise got to my nerdy coworker's head, and he started to think he's way better than me. So he's been annoying. I'm going for the intermediate B cap. Yelan would want to integrated, I think. Integrated. I'm guessing that's an Uma rank. But I don't know, like, why that's it. I would want this. I don't know what I want in Uma. I don't really care about, like, well, I do. I want to win, like, team races and daily races, but just for better rewards. I care more about, like, winning runs. I don't like failing runs. I played... I played the F-Zero game on, what was it? The Nintendo 64. That was the one I played a lot of. So I never played any of the F-Zero games before it. I got the GameCube game. I don't know what I was doing wrong. I was like not doing the tutorial in the way they wanted or something, so I never unlocked career mode. I literally just had do the laps in tutorial mode, and it was like, this is all I can do. What the fuck? Always so competitive, Lind. You know, I don't know if I told you this, but I got Sonic Adventure 2 back on Steam, and I already have 16 Chow! Incredible. I'm only saying out of Uncat, because ain't no way I'm gonna have a ready make for that in time. Hi, Divana. F-Zero GX? Hard as fuck, so I can't blame you. I bet I still have it. You know what? Move this here for a moment. Where is it? Okay. I have one of those little, like, GameCube game pouches. Oh, it's got my memory cards in it, too. Star Fox Assault, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Double Dash, Kirby Air Ride, Game Boy Player, Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2, Wind Waker, Time Splitters, Phantasy Star Online Episode 3, Tales of Symphonia, Ooh, the F-Zero game isn't here. I might have sold it. Hi, Salvador Pyres. Thank you for the follow. Well, I think I was so upset with the game, I was like, I don't need to keep this, and I sold it to GameStop. I'm losing tracking over here because I'm at the edge of the field. Eland room tour win. I can post pictures of my room. If you go way back in the Neat Stuff channel, there's old pictures there. I'm pretty sure my room has been rearranged since then. Hi everyone. Hi Devana. Do your stretches. I'm working on it. F-Zero GX stream win. That would not be a bad 50 day, actually. That would actually be a pretty good 50 day to go through the story of that. I think I rented F-Zero GX back when that was still a thing. Kicked my ass, but fun game. Trading the GameStop for 5 cents credit, hell yeah. It was probably like $5 to $10. I don't know. I remember being very excited for it because like this was right when it came out. And I was like, I played the shit out of the Nintendo 64 one. So I'm gonna love this one. I'll rearrange you. Okay, buddy. Alright. We are at hamstrings. Ugh. Ugh. Why are my knees not at even levels? Weird. Streakland maintained. Off to Workland. Goodbye, Techno. I hope it goes fast. I'm excited for some WoW nerds to come in today. Because I really want to talk WoW. I got a bunch of loot yesterday and my warrior is about the same item level as my Shadow Priest now. God. But we gotta do it when Kairo's not here, because he's gonna be like, commitment issues, Lind. I pulled 120 last night and got 3 Super Creeks last night. Is that the support card? Super Creek's a really good support card, isn't she? Wow, muted. Fucking rude ass emote. Fucking rude ass emote. I want Super Creek cards so bad. What is good about it? What does Super Creek give you? Oh. I'm sorry. Am I hearing fucking Space Jam in my F-Zero map? Okay. Swing Maester still. Gain stam on corners. Oh, Swing Maester is what most people use it for. Hi, Shion. Hi, Siva Gunner. Siva Gunner. They pay taxes and I didn't see it? Or is that a wrong chat message? Wait, hang on. Do you not know Siva Gunner? No. I'm also like, is this my sweet summer child? Oh, is this the YouTube that did the song? I'm sitting here like thinking, Streakland maintained, off to Workland, and then hi Siva Gunner. So I'm like, hang on. Is this dude talking in another chat but saying he's leaving here? You never race in the Space Jam level? I'm glad I finished my Gold Shift week challenges. Really shores up low stam horses. It activates at the right time. Yeah, the song Jump Scared me out. I definitely like heard it and I was like, this isn't F-Zero. It kind of fits with F-Zero, but like this isn't an F-Zero game, surely. We're at toe touches. Ugh. This is so far from doing splits. Ugh. Ugh. I don't really have a good spot to, like, fully spread my legs. Well, it's way easier to get up from them when I do that. This angle, I'm liking this angle so far. Hi, Devil Gated. Hi, Choco Fits. Wave, pat, love, devil hug. Lyric, I'm going to sleep. Sleep well. Have a nutritious walk. I once worked up the ability to do splits. That's the closest I can do them. I feel really flexible in some ways. Like, pulling my legs up like this, very easy. Like, I can easily just put a foot up on a counter. But then, like, splits, I feel incredibly unflexible. I'm too short to see in car, Lamau. Well, don't use the car, Leon. Because I'm in the middle of the road and you might totally fucking hit me. And I don't know what happens if you hit me. I don't know if that, like, kills me and sends me back to spawn. Or knocks me around out of my camera. I very much, like, don't want to get hit by a car. Hi, Scriggles. Euland opening their legs, what? Scriggles. Scriggles. Scriggles, you literally know about the blue Twitch. What do you mean, opening their legs? What? That's good that you're flexible. I'm weird flexible. I'm flexible in, like, some things and not others. Oh, I wasn't even close to meeting for that. Yes, Lamau. Oh, no. That's good, you're flexible. Yes, Lamau. He's open way more than... Okay, Trogdor. Okay. Bless. Thank you. Though I should have muted. I am flexible that I can fit in spaces people would think I have no way of getting into. I think I can, too. I think I have that flexibility. I sad, too. Hey, mate. I really enjoy your streams. You stream pretty cool and I love it. I'd love to be a loyal fan community. Could you add me on Discord? My username is... Okay. Okay. Yes, I can. I'll add you right away. Let me bring you up on Discord, and I will type in that username. There. Added. The fucking block list. Get the fuck out of here. I'm adding bro Lamau. You pressed the wrong button. No, I think I pressed the right one. Where were we? Oh yeah, we're at toe touches. Leon still isn't here. One DLW floor touches. I mean, I touch the floor with them. My knees bend a little. Not quite as much as it looks like on stream. I'd say my legs are like... I can't quite lock them. I don't have a way to show locking them. They probably bend this much when I'm actually touching the floor. If I bend them like this much, I can get my palms on the floor, but... Touch them toes. Euland, I mean... You saw how big I am? You'd be like, there's no way Safi could fit in that box. There's no way Safi could hide behind that dresser. I see. Pop, lock, and drop. I'm a pretty little guy, Safi. And so it's kind of understandable when I can get in tight spaces. Though I feel like I surprise people still. Hi, Leon. What's the next one? Cami stretch? Oh. How do I do cami stretch here? I think I do it this angle, and I can... Okay, there we go. This has to change. This is kind of awkward. So, like, my legs are totally straight right now. But on stream, they look incredibly bent. Teehee small spaces, pretty alright. Your palm size, not a tiger. I don't know if I'm palm sized. I am definitely bigger than palm top tiger. That is for sure. This is the F-Zero song in my head. This is like the fucking... What is this, Big Blue? This is... God. I played this so much in the fucking 64 version. As well as the, Super Smash Bros. God, I love this stage in Smash Bros. Do more standing calf raises? What are standing calf raises? Give me a description of what that is. For now, squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hip wide stance. Hip wide stance. Shift weight onto balls of your feet, lifting heels as high as possible. Do you keep your legs straight, or is it just like straight up like this? I just want 5 burpee. Standing calf raises tippy toes. Tippy toe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like you're going on tippy toes, both at the same time. Oh, wait. Shift weight onto balls of your feet. Lifting heels. Oh, lifting heels as high as possible. Okay. Like you're going on tippy toes, both at the same time. Hold top, focusing on squeezing your calves, then slowly lower. That feels fucking weird. Not like that exerting, but just feels weird. Imagine you're wearing high heels. If I had my trackers on my feet, you would be able to see this. Very good. Typically, you do 10 to 30 reps. Okay, well, this is 5. 6. 7. 8. I'm trying to do them a little fast. It feels kind of hard on balance. I'm normally somebody that has like really good balance, and I feel very shaky right now. I use them all the time for track and field, as well as marching band. I did marching band 2 years? I don't know if we... Well, no, I think we got first at both years. But here's some bullshit. You have a hard time balancing? Put a hand over your belly button? Wow, look at him get taller. This one time at band camp. I never went to band camp, but I did do marching band. First time I did marching band, I was percussion. And it was like, okay, the 5th graders get to use the snare drums. The big kid gets to use the fucking boom, boom, the big bass drum. Is that a bass drum? I forget. The big drum. 4th graders, 3rd graders, you get the leftovers. You get the triangle. You get the tambourine. You get the fucking cowbell. My first year, I think I was triangle. I was 4th grade and it was just like, well, I've got the fucking triangle. Ding, ding, ding. Like that was what I got because, you know, 5th graders got the snare drums. I get to 5th grade and I'm like, I get to do the cool one. I get to do the snare drum. I get to fucking be the drummer. There's like 7 percussionists in 5th grade. Hi, Dino Zoomies. There's like 7 percussionists in 5th grade. And there's like 3 snare drums and 2 big drums. And, well, I can't do one of the big drums because I'm one of the little guys. So, do I get the snare drum? Well, I drew the short stick. So you know what I get for 5th grade in the marching band? I get the fucking tambourine. The that made me like want to quit marching band. I think I did. I switched from percussion to bass guitar at some point in middle school. It was probably 6th grade, but tambourine used to be the star of percussion before the snare drum was standard. Hi, Dino. Well, I mean, as a fucking elementary school student, you want to be the snare drum, right? That's like why you got into drums. The big drum is heavy, so you don't want that one. But doing the lame shit like the tambourine, it just sucked. That's generally your center of gravity. I quit band before marching band. I ain't doing all of that, Lamo. Triangle's no good joke. Freshman year, I was clarinet. Rest of my high school was tenor sax. Junior year, I was section leader. Senior year, I was section leader and drum major. Dinner time. Okay, Trogdor. Good morning, Cunies. Hi, Dino. Tambourine used to be the star of percussion. The more lore you give, the more I realize how much a nerd you've always been. Junior and senior year, I also did color Winter Guard. When I was in middle school as percussion, Drumline came out, and holy fuck, it sucked them out. Everyone thought they were a pro drummer and didn't need to learn how to read music. I definitely, like, have weak music reading skills compared to, like, the more standard instruments. I did percussion from like 4th grade to 6th grade, I think. I would take private lessons every week, and like, you know, at the local guitar center. Dude, I hated my drum teacher. This guy was such an asshole. He was just a mean person. Like, he fucking hated life and took it out on his students. Switched to bass guitar. My bass guitar teacher was really fucking cool. And, like, he was really lax on me. Which, you know, he was very interested in, you know, just getting paid. So it's like, hey, you wanna learn guitar? Fucking hell yeah. We'll go hard on these lessons. You wanna show up and tell me to watch a YouTube video? Fuck yeah, man. We'll watch a YouTube video, and here's a tab song to practice and come back to with next week. Like, he did not give a fuck. There was one time where I got grounded. And I couldn't play video games or watch TV. So what I did was just play guitar for a week. Hi, Micaiah. I just played guitar for a week, right? And the week before, he had given me the song Bomb Track by the System of a Down. I think this is... No. Rage Against the Machine. This is Rage Against the Machine. Bomb Track. Hi, Foss. Yelling you're dumb, stupid, got him. I come back, right, a week later, and he's like, what did we do last week? And I was like, you told me to learn the intro to Bomb Track. And he was like, okay, hit me with it. And the whole point of this song was finger dragging. Finger dragging is, let's say you have 4 strings on your guitar. Bassist, you don't typically play a pick, you drag with your fingers. And you alternate, you know, index, middle, index, middle. Well, if you're going up a string, you're more likely to, like, mess up with your hand in some way if you switch fingers. So if you can stay on the same finger drag. So it's like, if you're hitting the 3rd string and pull your finger to the 2nd string, and then your next note is on the 2nd string, you just pull with that finger as well. And Bomb Track was just like every other note was finger dragging. And it's a do 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 do. Like, so anyway, I just fucking kill that because I've been practicing for like all week. And he's like, holy shit, dude. Holy shit. You're doing it perfectly. Keep doing it. Wait there. And he leaves the room. And he comes back with, like, the other guitar teacher. He's like, do the thing. Play the song. And I'm do-do-do-do-do-do. And, like, that was a fucking massive ego boost. And it made me want to keep playing bass guitar for another, like, 4 years. When I was in middle school and band, Percussion Drumline came out. And holy fuck. We used to make fun of movies like that during our lunchtime after school now. I got into piano because I had a free spot in my class schedule. My god, it was so easy. Such a shame I got kicked out of it. You got kicked out of it? Let me borrow your sticks. Proceeds to fucking destroy them, drumming on concrete. Oh, fuck that. Got him, Foss. Hi, Sappy. Hug. My fingers were too weak to play guitar or bass, so I played nice and easy ukulele. Yuli play YYZ. I don't even know if I even know that song. Definitely never learned to play it. Holy shit, Yulin. What? What's up, Tron? We're at squat still? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tails? Did they announce Zillia? It's a Rush song? I thought it was. It's the one on Guitar Hero, right? Boss, we were talking about you last night. They scheduled a live stream for tomorrow for a remaster. There it is. Well, I mean, so it's leaked already at this point, so it's kind of just like, yeah, let's just get this out of the way. Starts with a triangle. Oh, hi, Hobbit. And so we were doing a Mythic 7 yesterday. And it was me, Casey, Will, Braun, and Kimmy. Kersey Kimmy. It's very much like I don't do Mythic Plus much, so I'm sitting there like, oh god, I'm scared, I'm gonna fuck everything up. Oh god, why? Oh god, this pull is so big, and like everybody's just, you know, just riffing and making jokes about that, right? And at one point, somebody goes, God, I fucking wish Yulin raided with us in Final Fantasy. I just want to put Foss, Shine, Boop, and Yulin in the same raid group, and that would be the most fun raid I could ever be a part of. And on one hand, I'm like, aw, that's so thoughtful, aw. And on the other hand, I'm like, fuck you for trying to get me to raid in Final Fantasy. How dare you? And Air Riders is getting a direct tomorrow. Thursday is going to be huge. Holy. Big, huh? Tales of Peak, let's go. Oh, fuck yeah, lol. That was just like a, aww, and like, that was the most tempting argument for raiding in Final Fantasy I've ever gotten. Did it work? No, it was like a 2 out of 10 desire for me to actually raid in Final Fantasy. But, that's the strongest pull I've ever felt toward raiding in Final Fantasy. We'd love to have you, if we had room. Yeah, I hear that you guys have too many people. They were like, okay, if Foss wants to do this one, you know, we'll do it. But if he doesn't, we can get Rob to go. And it was just like, that's one of the things that's so fucking great about WoW. You do not have, like, roster issues. If Greg wants to show up, it's just get the fuck in here. You can hate WoW, but that's one of the best things a fucking MMO can ever do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, WoW stinky. WoW is very tired and exhausting and has been around too long, and it has one of the worst cultures I've ever seen. But their polish, it is top tier. Like, undeniably. Flex rating is like, I don't care who you are. You're dumb if you say it's bad. Does WoW scale or something based on people? Remember this well? WoW has 4 rating difficulties. The easiest one is LFG, which is essentially like the roulette thing. This is like, you queue into it. This is easy mode. You literally can't fuck it up. And if you somehow do, you get a buff that increases your health, damage, and healing by 5%. And that scales. So, like, if there's a fight that your group is so bad, eventually you will be roided out and, like, complete it. But what realistically happens is you fucking steamroll every LFR raid fight. And it'll be 25 people. 2 tanks, 5 healers, 18 DPS. Then there is normal mode. Normal mode is 10 to 30 people scaling on the amount of players in the raid. So if you have, let's say you have 13 people in your guild that all want to raid, you bring 13 people. Let's say one of them works on an oil rig and he's there for 2 weeks and then on the rig for 2 weeks, he can raid here because his spot really isn't that important. When he's not on the oil rig out in the fucking ocean, he can show up and you can raid with all 13. And then when he goes away for 2 weeks, it's just, you're a 12-man guild. And like, it scales to the number of people you bring. It's pretty fucking easy. Normal mode is like literally do mechanics, and like if you have 5 people that know what you're doing, you'll clear normal. Heroic is where you have to start executing stuff well. DPS have to be good. Healers have to be good. Tanks have to be good. Everybody has to know what to do for mechanics. It is essentially an execution check. You don't need to be perfect, but you need to be good enough. And again, 10 to 30 people. If you have a guild of 29 people, you bring 29 people. 2 tanks, probably like 6, 7 healers, and then the rest DPS. Mythic is the highest difficulty. This is the... You need to be perfect. As a DPS player, you need to be one of the best players. As a tank, you actually have to be doing things to keep up with DPS players. As a healer, my god, you're going to be fucking pushing yourself to your limits. Mechanics are a lot more simple, though, no? No, not really. It's... Well, yes and no. I would say that yes, they are, but they're very much individual-based and very, like, reactive. You might get a mechanic, and you might not. And 5 people might get a mechanic, and you need to know what to do. Like, you need to have a plan. You need to have a plan for what to do if somebody had the same plan as you. So let's say 5 people get bombs in the raid. Hi, Farisu. Cron mechanic, I'm AFK. Let's say 5 people get bombs on them, and you're thinking, okay, if I get a bomb, I'm going to run to this corner over here. You run over there, and you realize the mage has already teleported over there. Then you're going, oh fuck, I can no longer go to this corner. I need to very quickly find a new spot to go to. Whereas Final Fantasy mechanics, I would say they're much more complex and much more intricate, but it's the same fucking thing every time. All 8 people get the bomb, move to your spot. All 8 people get the lines, dodge in the right spiral. All 8 people get the fucking same move in, move out, move in, move out. It is more of a waltz. It is more of a dance. It is more of a... You do the same thing for 3 minutes straight, you wiped. Those 3 minutes are going to be damn near the same the next time you do it. Whereas WoW, there's a lot more randomity to it. There's a lot more just... This person gets fucked this pull and gets the bomb mechanic 5 times in a row. And this guy just gets to fucking go ham and, like, push DPS. Hi, Molly. Hi, Farisu. WoW is... I would say they're simpler, but they're designed in a way that you do not do the same thing, so you cannot just do the same thing every time. Remember the sun well. I hope so. Thor worked on it, smile. WoW mechanics are a lot more simple, though. No, Cron mechanic, I'm AFK, fucking mages. I never get the bomb mechanic, and I use single button macro, top DPS. Yeah, okay, Farisu. Alright. A sprinkle of spontaneity, not just a sprinkle, and like it's the same thing as the rotations as well. You look at the Final Fantasy rotations, and it's like, it's good design, Ewan, use 1 button macro. I'm re-rolling Warrior. I got to 681 last night after Ulduar. Final Fantasy rotations. They're like extremely intricate, right? A fucking summoner, while simple, is a different set rotation that takes like a minute to go through. It is like a waltz, like a dance. Whereas like Warlock, the summoner class, is like build 3 shards, Hand of Gul'dan. Shadow Bolt to 3 shards, Hand of Gul'dan. Dogs are up, spend 2 shards on that. Hound is up, spend a shard on that. Your minute cooldowns are all up, build the 3 shards, what is it? Dogs, Beholder, Felguard, extra Felguard, Infernal Captain, Hand of Gul'dan, because you just got 3 shards back from that. Back to your stand. Like, it's very fucking simple. Use Demon Bolt procs when you get them. It's very, like, simple, but it's constantly changing. You've got Demon Bolt procs. You've got, Hand of Gul'dan. Well, I guess this patch you don't have Hand of Gul'dan procs. But it's way more simple. It's like 7 buttons for Demo Warlock. But it's very like, this pull, you could get no procs. And like, your Demon Bolts are just not coming out, so your shard generation is low. When you get to the part where you normally bust all your cooldowns, it's like, I just didn't get procs, so I only have 11 imps up. The next pull, you could get 7 Demon Bolt procs. And you're like, holy shit, we've got fucking 26 imps out. And like, you're just fucking crushing it on damage. And like, it's just, there's way more RNG. And, you know, the whole point of WoW is, are you able to just like, manage that RNG? Are you able to like go with the flow of your RNG? There's some reaction, random things in FF, but nothing crazy and very little. I can think of Dancer off the top of my head, because it's got, you know, use this move, use this move. Both of those had a 50% chance to proc your next moves. Let's say you procced it on the second one, you can do this move. 50% chance to proc Feathers. Feathers. Literally do that over and over. That is extremely RNG. But it feels very... Your procs... It's kind of just a stepladder. It doesn't feel that crazy, because at most it's like 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4. Like, it's just... You're slowly going across the keyboard. And it's like, did I get this proc? Nope. Next one. Did I get this proc? Next one? Nope. Next one. Did I get this proc? Yep. Hit. And it's very... It feels way less whack-a-mole than WoW is. It's good game design. You only use one button macro. Dude, I can't. I can't, Farisu. It feels too bad. I will, in fact, press single button macro and roll need on Cosmetic Cape. I'm referring to raid mechanics healing. I'm talking both, Foss. I talked about raid mechanics initially, and then I moved to the rotations, because I was like, it's literally the same as the rotations. Also, FF rotation is just slower. It's so much slower, but that's fine. I think it would be bad. High mistake? I think it would be really bad, Gana, if you had the amount of buttons that Final Fantasy has at the speed and RNG of WoW. I think the skill from Final Fantasy comes from the vast amount of buttons and knowing the exact order. I think the skill of WoW comes from the fast pace and the dynamic flow of, you know, you could be pressing this, or this next. You need to have the decision-making skills to know which of those 4 you're pressing. I think I have 4 more squats. Endwalker Machinist opener with WoW GCD from pre-BFA would be sick. I've never played Machinist. That is just a class I never tried. 2, 3, 4, 5. I have like 32 buttons on Ninja. Please don't make it faster. Exactly. It is that slow-paced waltz of moving through 32 buttons. And if you put that at WoW speed and added like crazy procs, it's like, okay, you just pressed your 17th button, go back to your 4th because you got the proc. Oh, you didn't? You're hitting your 18th. Oh, but there's also this other proc that makes it so that you hit your 12th. That'd be way too fucking much. Ivan! Feels like FF is more mechanics-based, while WoW is rotation-based, while mechanics get in the way of your rotation. Oh, no, I'd say the opposite, Gana. I would say they are both heavily rotation-based and both heavily mechanics-based. Both of them, the skill, it comes from being able to do your thing while doing mechanics, right? In Final Fantasy, when you're doing the waltz, when it's like everybody turns into a bomb, move out, everybody, you know, move back in, everybody rotates around the boss, you need to be able to go through your rotation while doing all that shit. And some of the fights they get kind of fucking chaotic. Machinist was always joked, as you better know how to play a piano. How have you bound 32 buttons? I had no problem with my Ninja on controller. My fingers hurt after like 3 runs, but still. Surely someone is bound to a MIDI keyboard. Gana multiple modifier keys. Yeah, multiple modifier keys. I have... Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 31 buttons that I can easily bind. 24 very easily. My... can I bring up a keyboard? Okay. If I put this here, I turn the UI on. Options. Chat box. New message. Okay, you guys can see my keyboard now. It goes away when I do that shit. Okay. My keybinds are... I see why. R-E... Oh, you can see the pointer, though. Okay, this works. R-E-W-Q. F-D-S-A 4321. That is my go-to block of 12. After that, my first modifier is Alt, which is right here next to my spacebar, to do all of those again. Alt R E W Q, Alt F D S A, Alt 4 3 2 1. Those are my go-to 24 buttons. I move by pressing both the left click and right click down at the same time. I strafe with mouse button 2 on the side of the mouse, strafe right with mouse button 3, back up with mouse button 5, and auto run with mouse button 6. This means I have mouse button 1 on the side is open, and then Alt mouse button 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 as buttons I can press, but I'm not super regular or like ready to use those. I kind of have them as quick stuff, so like my mount in Undermine, my buff that, you know, I need to press at the start of a fight, but, you know, I'm not like, I press them often, but I don't really need them mid-fight. That is my key finds that I try to recreate in every game. I know that it's very unhinged, though. Do you use an MMO mouse? Yes, I do. I use a Steel Series, I believe. And I hate it because it's not as good as the Razer Adder from the past. The Razer mice suck donkey now, and I've never found a mouse I like as much as the Adder. I use QER, ASDF, DXCV for D2 amount. Mouse, no I don't, Gana, whack. I have 2 buttons on my mouse, well 3, but I never use the third one. That's actually crazy. Where is the bunny? Hi, Kayla. Very whack, into soup. I have 16 buttons on my mouse. I use the Naga. How much is your keyboard? Yeah, how much is your keyboard? $8. Use control right mouse as strafe right, shift right mouse as strafe left, and right click is jump, but only as micro taps. That's 1, Hypixel. 2, if you actually use that, that's probably the only thing that's crazier than my setup that I've heard. I never won an MMOs. The thought of all these buttons textures under my thumb sounds annoying. That's crazy. Are you like full on hard gripping with your left or right thumb the whole time? Because your thumb just sits there. You typically move it just by like the weight over your mouse and like moving your hand. You don't need to like hard grip it. You're not like just strangling your mouse. Wait, chat. My Razer Death Adder V2 is okay. Build kind of sucks, but I need the 2 buttons under the mouse wheel for home and end. But I can't buy a new Naga because the new ones are wireless and or swap sides. Dude, I hate the swap sides. I hate the swap sides. I had a Death Adder for like 4 or 5 years and I loved it. And then it died and I got 2 of the Trinities and both of them had broken buttons within 6 months. I then went on a fucking journey. I tried Steel Series, I tried Logitech, I tried, there's another brand I can't remember. But like I have never found a mouse that I like as much as those adders. I've been using a Steel Series that's been okay. I've had it for like 2, maybe 3 years. But it still doesn't feel as good as the adder. I think I have 3 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys got me fucking yapping. We're at 50 minutes and I still need planks. 2, 3, 4, 5. Cat thing? Hell yeah. This joke, by the way, I'm pretty sure this is a Quake thing. Oh, okay. I was like, damn, if I can't judge you because, you know, mine's pretty crazy, but... Hypixel. Believe me, it was an adjustment, but now I can't imagine gaming without the MMO mouse, and I don't even play any serious MMOs. I like the Death Adder, but we always died so fast, so I went to the hero with adjustable weight. Hi, Cairo. Right-click jump is some real old-school shit. Someone taught me that in TFC Lamau. Mine has 3 dead buttons at this point, which sucks. I got big hands, so I need bigger mouse. I'm a kitty, the Filipino channel. Steppies, just press shift with your thumb. I use a Razer Basilisk V3. Team Fortress Classic. 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you guys as excited as Cairo is? Because today is the return of Xenoblade. Okay. We've got planks. We have our planks to do. We're going to be at a weird angle because we tried a new angle for stream, right? But that's okay, because our camera is on world. Leon planking with me. Xeno on a Monday? We've always done Xeno on a Monday. We just didn't do last Monday, because Donkey Kong. 50-30, 53-30. Plenty of buttons on my keyboard anyway. If you can do multiple if you can do multiple keyboard monitors, like Control and Shift, you really don't need mouse buttons on your mouse. I'm also weird because I hate clicking the scroll wheel down. I think everybody hates that. I like watching YouTube, but I hope I'm not awake to see it. True. I still need to upload the VODs from Donkey Kong. I downloaded one of them. I need to download the other still. Side click on scroll wheel is pain. Playing an MMO means many of the extra buttons on the keyboard are already used for something. Yeah, I love clicking scroll wheel. That's what used to be slappy hands. Fuck. We had to grind in the heartbeat zone for my birthday. Yippee! Bro said it wasn't gonna be about his birthday today. Bro fucking said. Yeah. 1 minute. Not having slappy hands is the worst thing that's ever happened to me as a DK player. It's actually my B-day. Yeah, but you were like, we're not celebrating my birthday. We're playing Xenoblade, because that's more important. Side move on scroll wheel is cursed. Mouse 3 isn't bad as long as my index finger is free. Hold down both mouse keys to walk, gang. True! Week 2 of his birthday. I'm practically dead. Happy Emergence Day, Cairo. Yeah, happy birthday, nerd. Give a gift, but you're too far from me. We have to grind. I use Q and E for Strafe, just so I can bounce back and forth while waiting. Leon, sit on Yulin. I use side mouse button 2 and side mouse button 3 for strafing. I keep all of my movement on my mouse and none of it on my keyboard. Except for, I guess, jumping. No bros gooning with the offhand. I just can't prove it. Kara was 30 already? Time flies too fast. I've never gooned at the PC. And that was a fucking lie. Dexter meme plays. That looks sketchy. I don't want an Orca Lady 3D model incident. Wait, by the way, Ewan, who's the one who said this to be the best raid ever? Probably Kron. Kron or Will. 20 seconds. I just checked for a screenshot. I have 24 keys bound to play Red Mage and FF. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The end boss of this raid was such a huge letdown. We get to like 3 more phases in Mythic. You're crazy for that. I love this end boss. Actually, the most underwhelming normal mode ever. You're so wrong for that, Frisu. Good job. Thank you. I use WASD QE in both mouse remove. Middle click for auto walk. I was so excited to get an interrupt, and Yuli goes, yeah, but you won't use it. Dude, Dementius fell over in 2 pools once everyone knew the mechanic. Yeah, I don't want it to be a fuck you fight that, like, you just wipe to for fucking days on end. I fucking hate Imperator Margok and Razagath fights where it's like, it's all easy. It's just a lot of mechanics all at once. So that, like, somebody's gonna forget one thing and you're gonna have to wipe because it's a 14-minute fight. Those fights fucking suck ass. I want it to be Fallen Avatar Mythic. Use interrupt and harder than normal content. Interrupts are pointless. Just take the damage. I don't want normal Dimensius to be a fucking... Frisu. You know damn well that you're kind of in a complain situation. Because, like, if we kill Dimensius too fast... Hi, Star! this fight sucks. So underwhelming. We killed it in 2 pulls. But if we spent like 3 days on it, you would be sitting there going, it's just normal. What are we having a problem with? It's easy mechanics, guys. You know you would do that, Farisu. You die, blame the healer. In normal mode, it is almost always, if you die, it was your fault, because the actual numbers of normal is pretty fucking simple. Oh, do you remember how long I had to solo DPS Saladar? Because the boss had no mechanics on normal. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with that on normal. I want to care about heroic. I want normal to be the fucking tour for Isu. I want normal to be the tour of, like, this is practically the tutorial raid where we learn the mechanics, and then we go through on heroic, and this is actual mild progression. Not hard, because most of us are better than heroic, but, like, we actually, oh, we spend a day on this. We spend 2 days on this one. Remove normal only, have 2 difficulties, keep story, remove LFR. You're so insane for that. You are so wrong for that. Elin, whoever get you to try and extreme an FF for a lot of money. I'm not insane. What's the odds you're back to a 12 angle today? It's always high. It's always high with this community. I like fights like Firelands Rag, where he gets an extra phase in heroic. I'm okay with an extra phase in heroic. Imperator Margok had an extra phase. I think almost every fight now has an extra phase. Has he only done coils yet? That would be fun to see synced. Safi? Oh, Safi. I'm pretty sure the VODs exist. We spent like 2 streams with Core doing coils of Bahamut. We did not kill Titania. That boss can go fuck itself. But they were on Core stream. They are probably uploaded to her YouTube channel. Without me, I don't think you were around much back then. I don't think you'd met Core at that point. We did do unsynced Bahamut. This would have been like 21, 20. This was a long time ago, Safi. It was, raids fucking sucked in Final Fantasy back then, bro. LFR is for people to experience the raid, right? Remove it. Story exists now. Also follower dungeons for story people. I don't see any reason to remove LFR. It exists already. And there's people that like the, you know, the easy mode, seeing the story and whatnot with people. Like, yeah, story mode exists, but you could also just use LFR as story mode. And there's people that are going to like that more than story mode. I did. I didn't use story mode. I went in LFR. You guys wait there. Oh, God, you're so fucking fast in this world. I'm flipping my trackers around. Bro has legs. Nah, they stopped doing extra phases. Hasn't been one in a while, Satch. I thought Razagath had an extra phase. I guess not. What's story mode? Story mode is like single player raid, go through with NPCs, and it's turbo easy. Honestly, I forget it exists. The last one was N'Zoth? Really? That long ago? Where are we? Okay, we are... Dude, it's so hard because you just fucking zoom around in this map. Also, I would never want to do synced coils. 2020 wasn't that long ago. What do you want about it? It was only like last year. Coils is savage difficulty by base, I think, too. Last one was N'Zoth. None for Jailer, Denathrius, or Sylvanas. There was none for Denathrius? Huh. That sounds bad. See why it exists, but it's a good thing to have. It's only a good thing to have if it's optional. Like, if it's just, it exists and you don't have to do it, it can literally only be a good thing in my eyes, because you just don't like it. You don't do it. And there's people that are going to want to do it. If they have LFR in stories and they're both optional, then it's like, okay, like why remove either of them? Hi, Liam. They just increase the HP so much that you are in that final phase that normal heroic experience for a significantly longer amount of time. Okay. Imperator Cho'Gall, Archimon, Gul'dan, Argus, Hidden Mythic. Only phases were sick. Hi, thank you for the follow. Okay. We bring this here, we bring this here. What was our first video? Oh, we're walking through Tanaris today. As long as they don't take away from other things, I see nothing wrong with it. Can I ask you something? Absolutely. Don't forget the one incline. The one incline for what? Oh, resubscribed. Wow, that was an hour ago. I did totally forget to add that. Can you shout Liam's for subs? I'll tell you what I can do. I can time you out for 5 minutes for breaking TOS. 5 minutes. I doubt you care, and I doubt you'll be back. But if you want to know why, I can teach you what rules you just broke. Start. I need to press start. Kill the Mr. Electric. Yes. I don't have Wi-Fi. Start workout. God, I'm so sad to turn this music off. Okay. Feel like the sound could come up a little bit. Does story actually give gear? I don't know on that. Okay, there. Ugh. As long as they don't take away. Don't forget the one incline. You got any games on your phone? Truly, Leon. LFR 100% takes away from the normal experience of gearing in WoW. Like press button, get gear sim. Frisu, you do see the hypocrisy of saying that when you're pressing one button macro in raids, right? Like, you cannot complain, press button, get gear, and then show up to normal raid, one button macro, I ate a sandwich for 40 minutes. Kill them, Mr. Electric. Hi, Juice. WoW 2 in the one day. Does story actually give gear? I don't know. Story gives gear yet, not in raid though. Which LFR was only made for people to experience the story originally. An hour and 2 minutes. Was it really that long? Oh god, it was. Oh boy, finally walking time. Hi, Joe. I love my one button macro. And I still have to move my character and press AMS AMZ. Hi, Oku. Hi, Yolent. Hi. Oku, I almost forgot my Uma dailies yesterday. I was like going to bed at 4 AM, and I was like, dear God, I'm throwing away 600 carrots. I logged on and collected them real quick. Any deaths advancers? I want more raid bosses that just like purge Death's Advance before doing their knockback. I want bosses that fucking force Death Knights to do some movement shit. I've missed a bunch already, SMH my head. Oku! You're supposed to be the chosen one! You're supposed to be the perfect Uma trainer that never misses the dailies. How could you? Whoa, bro, stop encroaching on my class with your immobile S-Priest. You know what I thought was gonna happen, Frisu? A small part of me was like, they're gonna keep me in the raid because people like getting life gripped. I would see people like run out to the side to drop the thing, and I would just life grip them back, and they'd be like, thanks, bro. I thought people would like my PI. Remove Priest, PI is too strong, even though you give it to me every pull. Honestly, I was going to suggest you life grip the tanks or DPS. I was considering it. When Foop was like, how do I do this running thing? I was like, would it help you to get life gripped out of the slow back to us? Just to keep DPS uptime on the boss? People getting life gripped aren't the ones making the choice. What was Nyx playing? Nyx was playing Warlock. Nyx was literally thanking me for it! He was literally like, you know, sometimes people wouldn't say anything, they would just take the life grip. But like, Nyx would be calling out raid mechanics, and then you just hear, thanks, Yulin. and like, and then he didn't keep me in raid. Yeah, Nyx plays second most immobile class, for real. Warlock is like the most mobile caster if they did all of their setup beforehand. If they're like, okay, I set up the portal here, I set up my gate here, and they've got hot feet, they can like literally Batman with the prep moment mechanics and just literally just be crazy for it. But that's why I don't play Warlock. I'm actually pretty decent at demo Warlock, but like, I hate all the prep work. I hate summoning a pet every wipe. I hate setting down the gate. I hate setting down the portal. I hate bringing the cookies up. I hate putting the lifestone on somebody. I am sorry. I'm surprised you came back. That actually shows a little bit of maturity. Liam, you are very much not allowed to go to streams, hi Kodiak, and say, hey, shout this person out. I'll give for this. That is against Twitch TOS. And if that's your channel, you can absolutely get banned for that. If it's not your channel, like let's say it was your friend. Let's say you had a friend and you were like, my friend streams, please shout them out, please raid them. It's unlikely, but that friend could also get in trouble for that. They could get a 3-day suspension or something. This is like standard Twitch rules. This is across all channels. So you really shouldn't be doing what you did. Okay, sorry. All good. All good. Just, you know, don't do it again. Oh, hi, non-dairy. I will likely fall asleep. Last 2 nights have been hell. Howdy, hi, non-dairy, hi, Kodiak. Honestly, I was talking about this. I think you were there when we did all zeros. I think casters are so unfun to play. Well, I'd rather not ever be forced to play one ever again. You know what's crazy, Farisu? I had so much fucking fun on Arcane Mage. I'm advertising my work hours from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern, and then in Slorkin in all hours of the day afterward. Yeah, Oku? I didn't know. Well, it is somewhat your responsibility to know the Twitch terms of service. You did sign those when making an account. You may want to go read them. A lot of it is common sense, and you're not alone in that. A lot of people have skipped over the rules as well. But that is a big one that you can't do. Hi, streamer, nice ass. Mage most mobile caster. Farisu? Wow, HR Ulinet has no one reads TOS. No one reads TOS. But like, most of us know the full TOS. Most of us know, you know, don't advertise channels. Don't say the bad words. Okay, bye chatting you. Bye Liam, have a good one. Arcane Mage, the way I played it, Farisu, was so fun. I hate dealing with like the crazy 20 button opener or like burst window. I hate dealing with barrage. But when it's just easy mode, stay at 4 charges, blast missiles, blast missiles, blast missiles, arcane surge, blast missiles, blast missiles, blast missiles. I fucking loved that, Farisu. Playing that in Avarice was so fucking fun. And like the stuff they can do for mechanics, oh god. I get the big fuck you stack up mechanic, ice block. I have the poop I have to drop at the side, I'm waiting till the last fucking second. Blink, rewind. Literally like 1 second lost of time. That shit feels so good on a mage. I'll follow you. Thank you. I read TOS after signing it. You literally pulling the "you should have known this is it" was in your contract on page 224 of the employee manual when you were brought on. It's okay toilet reading. I don't think I'm pulling that, Oku. This is the terms of service for Twitch is like 1 page long. Each channel must mod itself. That's how they justify these TOS rules. Tell the rule how Yay can't be an 18 plus if they're not 18, Elin. Frogdoor. I could. This is not an 18 plus marked channel. We talk about some somewhat mature topics, but like, we don't show a lot of skin. We're not playing a lot of gruesome games. I'm literally talking World of Warcraft right now. Somewhat, bro. Somewhat. Porn day 5. Every single day. I have a different metric for what constitutes 18 plus. I feel like sitting here going, boobs is not 18 plus, guys. If I was like in much more revealing clothing, boobs. If I was like literally showing heads explode in a game with blood going all over the place, if I was like, God, a fucking therapy channel talking specifically about trauma of individuals, I feel like that's more. Your discussions are way too adult to not be marked sexual themes, Lamau. That one I feel is fair. You're talking about family-friendly stuff, like selling your rights away as a femboy if you're shorter than 5'6". Boobs, where boobs? Talking about porn really 18 plus? Kids know about it by age 5. Yes. Do you not pay attention what you yap about? I do, I don't know. I feel like some of the boobs is like not 18. I don't know. I'm wrong on this, probably. I'm just wrong on this. You know what, bro, spending every other day talking about me as a femboy wearing my femboy cock cage with my femboy femplug. Hey, Chatter352. I'm going to bounce on your doodle whacker based. Non-graphic conversations related to sexual activities, preferences, fetishes, etc. You're right. You're right. Talking about porn isn't. Talking about sexual acts is. He does talk about his fetishes every day. Do we sip? I don't know. I always, in my head, it was like, we talk about that stuff, but that didn't warrant like 18 plus. I always imagine the metric as like, you're playing God of War, and you fucking clap somebody's head and it explodes in a fountain of blood. Or like, you're a VR chat streamer with like a thong on and like micro bikini top. Bro, you're so cooked. Speaking of which, Makai, I still need to show you the thing. Yulin is cooked. You do? I was left confused, Lamo. That's just gaming. That's just gaming. That's just a pinata with red juice in it, so it's okay. That's what's classed as 18 plus? I imagine that's just the Twitch safety rules. I should mark it as 18 plus. I should. There's a lot of... I'll mark it as 18 plus. I'll mark it. Painting a breastplate on your chest during a superhero body art stream. Expression of love, more forbidden than expressions of violence. The world is a fuck. Striptease and other erotic dances involve actual disrobing or disrobing gestures. Yeah, he's cooked. Hang on. Hang on. Just normal things. You don't want to teach minors about the NTR horse? I would love to teach minors about the NTR horse. It's funny! Well, I'm teaching people. Probably not great for growth, but yeah. Evil and intimidating horse. I think I am being shitty there, Micaiah. I do want the growth. Shit, you can't wear a collar? You can't wear a collar? Oh. The fuck? Kayla, when I was like first getting into UMA, I learned about Narita Top Road, and I was like, whoa, she's cool. She's really cute. I like her. There's this other horse I really like that looks really fucking cool in a race against TM Opera O in the movie. Wait, it's the same horse? Whoa. I really like this horse. She looks really cool. Oh, so you like the NTR horse? Nope. I'm out. I no longer like this horse. I am not going through the Hanjuri experience again. Fuck this. Nope, nope, nope. I'm out. This channel is an 18+. But here's why I like nuggets. Wearing or displaying BDSM associated attire, harnesses, blindfolds, collars, or paraphernalia, e.g. whips, displayed or worn without engaging in a sexual activity. No blindfolds either. So no pin the tail on the donkey. Tippy tappy tay. Violet, I don't know anybody who is more vocal stim coded than you. Like, everybody has a thing where, like, you know, there's a meme that they stim for like 1 to 3 months. You stim stuff for years, Violet. People who watch the Uma movie and fall in love with Tachyon because she's an insane lunatic scientist with a science coat and she's so Kuromi pilled. She's actually none of those things. I have seen somebody say that anybody who likes Tachyon are the tourists of Uma. And I'm like, that's a weird thing to say. Like, yeah, Tachyon is popular, but the 2 people I know of that stan her the most are not tourists. They don't even read her fucking story. It just seems odd to me, Hobbit, because the 2 people I know that really like Tachyon are very far from tourists. I wasn't just a choir kid, I was a musical theater kid with peer-reviewed ADHD. I want a drink. Those people are exceptions. You're not on Twitter enough to know what we're talking about. I am on Twitter enough. It's just anecdotal, like, these were my introductions to Uma. Like, Proxy is literally the one who taught me about Uma. I see a lot of Tachyon stuff on Twitter. But, like, I've known about Uma for, like, 4 years. And it comes from Proxy. And Proxy's been so into Tachyon that I'm like, oh, the diehard fan is into Tachyon. And then people are like, it's the tourists that like Tachyon. I'm like, whoa, what? There's a lot of people on Twitter that think she's the insano science lady, yandere whatever shit. This game has story? I'm just here for horse eugenics. My family is the kind to break into a song line. If you say an associated word, the whole family. And that's fine. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, Violet. Maybe... I don't want to say tiresome. But, like, maybe a little... This is going to come off as really insulting, and I don't mean for it to, Violet. But I have gotten that same feeling of... You know when a kid has bad jokes, and you're like, oh, yeah, wow, buddy, really cool. And then when they're like 5 or 6, they say something really fucking funny, and you're laughing at it, like, genuinely, you're like, that was great. Hell more of those. And they're like, I got a good reaction to this, so I'm gonna do it over and over and over. I have gotten that reaction from the fold you in like a lawn chair before. I have like... It was like, we say chair or fold. And you would butts that. Thus, I have no longer said that. Yes. It's not like the worst thing. It was just... it was very, very constant with you. This is the type of thing that I say to someone, and I'm like, I'm saying this because I feel like we're such good friends. But like internally, I'm like, stop saying this, stop saying this, stop saying this. They're gonna take this as like, okay, I don't talk anymore, and I'm like, no. I do have that problem, yes. I don't know. I don't know if it's a problem. You know, I'm talking to everyone like the tired old man today. Nah, totally fine. Makes me aware to check if the joke is tired. You're typically really good for that, Violet. I can say something to you and you'd be like, okay, this changes nothing between us. I appreciate that you told me. I'm like, oh, I very much appreciate that. Because there's other people where I'm like, hey, not even like a critique of something about them, more something that's like, this happened on stream. I don't want this to be a recurring thing on stream. And they're like, got it. You hate me and you're mad at me. I will stop talking to you for a month. And it's like, oh my god, no. I like having you around, just... You can't do that. Oh, did we lose his voice in VR? You did. Violet has left the instance. I still here? Me when I criticize Violet. No, it's fine. It's totally cool, Yulin. Violet leaves the instance. No! The timing of that looks so bad, Violet. I'm not gone, I swear. I know. But the timing of it is really fucking funny, isn't it? You know how many times I've thought a phrase and then thought of it in the song? I was curious, so I checked the VR chat category. Some stream is titled 18 plus PieShock enabled and not tagged sexual themes. I am not so fucking surprised. Sadly, a lot of the things with streaming, Micaiah, are ask for forgiveness, not for permission. And so, like, I can absolutely see a streamer not tagging 18 plus, simply putting 18 plus in their title and moving forward that, and then like when they get suspended, oh, I didn't do anything wrong. I had the 18 plus. I thought that was what it took. Technically, PieShock isn't listed as not allowed. Holy based. I could see PieShock as not a sexual thing, but it's one of those things that's like 95% of the time, it's absolutely a fucking sexual thing. I return. Pain to self is not permitted, but hey, TOS is optional, lol. I would never get a PieShock. I am way too much of a fucking wimp when it comes to pain. That it's like, hell no. If it's used for getting shocked every time you die in a game, sure. But it's in the VR chat category. Creates like a collar. Isn't always sexual. I'd only get one if I was getting paid a fuck ton for the pain. Yeah. 100% optional. As long as the report count is below your sub count. Holy. That is such a good way of putting it, Safi. I have 2 of them. And I love 100%. Hell yeah, Scriggles. I would never. Absolutely would never. I am such a wimp with pain. So anyway, I missed what you said when my VR chat pooped itself. I don't remember what I said at the time. I think I was saying like... I appreciate it when I can tell people something that I know they're not going to particularly like, and it changes nothing. Especially if it's about stream, right? If I message somebody with stream stuff that's like, hey, this on stream I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do that. And when somebody's just like, cool, won't happen, that means the world to me. When I say like, hey, I don't like seeing you do this, or I don't think this is good for stream, can you not do that on stream? And they're like, so you hate me, and they disappear for a few months? That feels like I wasn't even critiquing your personality in any way. I just, for the stream, I don't want that. And I have to tell you about this person I ran into this morning at the ENJP World later. I want to hear about him now. I'm not sure, haven't tried. I'll have to see how. Can you link them so they both go at once? This is why I'm not allowed on stream. Shut the fuck up, Trogdor. Jeez, can't wait for Yuli to message me and be like, hey, I don't want you to lounge around in the distance quietly while I walk. That's actually literally what I want you to do, Sappy. But there's a 17-year-old girl. And one about as well as you could imagine. Yeah. There's to say, so you hate me when I don't have my way. Holy shit, Makai. There's one in particular that I want to say so badly, but I feel like it'll be too obvious and everyone will know. And if they knew, they'd be like, yep, so Yulin actually does hate me. And it's like, I don't. I just didn't want you to do this one thing on stream. And then you disappeared for months. And that felt really fucking bad. Not gonna lie, I assume that's why you would get two. It's more fun when you have a business channel of people shocking you. Oh, like 30 people have my code, lol. She was telling me about her Russian ex and how he recently broke up with her. Left the internet because of drama. Then she dropped the age bomb on me and how he's 26. Gah. I know it's me. My mom hates me too. It's okay, bunch of people. You can't stop me from disappearing for months, pink-haired femboy. I can't. I'll be sad. I can try to guilt trip you out of it, Farisu. You're really important to me. And so if you disappeared for months at a time, that would really hurt. Because you're really important and I love you. So like, I want to support you if you feel that's best. Of course, go ahead, but, I'd feel a little left behind. And I'm like, I wonder what kind of drama he got into. Oh, jeez. Just name the people you actually hate, so they can see they're not on your list. I too would quit the internet if I found I had been schmoozing up a minor. Well, Violet. The reason they left is they got fucking conscripted. They're Russian. So you just have 2 and 2 people shocking you at once? When Russia, the age of consent is 16? Dog. Ugh. Good one, Yulin. Yulin won't notice if I disappeared for months. I know I'm not important. Shut the fuck up, Trogdor. Yikes, lol. God, that is so, like... Ugh. Gross. I don't want to talk about age differences right now. I'm pretty fucking loose with age differences between hookups. But minors? Come on, dude. Fuck off. And like... Days of Zero Incline. Not sure he would be distraught. Finish the Gulshi Week special missions. And I'm gonna walk off that cliff right there. The cherry on top was her telling me that he's a Discord mod for an anime server. She goes, haha, don't worry, he's not fat. He's actually quite handsome. I'm like, child, that's not what I'm worried about, not gonna lie. Jesus. Age difference for consenting adults is a completely different combo. Fuck Lamau. I have 6 Gulshi events. Dude, the one for me, Oku, was, the fucking, like, the phrase I hear. This is like 2019, 2020 VR chat. The friend shows up and he's like, guys, I'm bringing a friend. She's not my girlfriend, but she's a really close friend. But she's not my girlfriend. And she shows up. And she sounds just high-pitched squeaky. Hi, Smug. He was like, damn, you sound young. And she's like, yeah, I'm 16. And that guy that brought her just goes, I gotta do the fucking zoom in for this. But she's very mature for her age. Fuck you. Oh, God. That's such a, like, I'm gonna barf. I'm gonna barf if I hear somebody say that. Nope, I'm out. Fire that person into the sun. But 21 wants to be with a 66, that's none of my fucking business. I'm not the only one that gives him incline. He has other butter people that support him. Trying to get the 5.6 million fans was pain. Butterman, I need to go to sleep, lol. Good night, Trogdor. Sleep well. Hi, Smug, yo. Nope, I'm out. Bleg. Fire that person in the sun. When our press secretary is 27, married to a 55-year-old. Dude, it's the worst. It's... That phrase alone is just so, like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, you can actually believe that. You can actually believe someone's mature for their age. But when you're, like, saying it to people and it feels like you're justifying... Oh, God, I don't know. There's something different about speaking it out loud that just fucking... Multiple red flags stacked on each other. Why is everyone mature? Why don't people date 80-year-olds? And go, but she's very immature for her age. I'm too old to be young and too young to be old. My brother is 28 and his wife is 42. Not my relationship, not a worry. Reminds me of the friend group I left for the 15-year-old that was in the group. Should have known how gross it was. Yeah. Yeah. There was, in some of my earlier groups in VRChat, there was a bit of, like... Dude's 23, dating 17. There was the one guy dating 16. It was just like, I didn't think much of it at the time, or maybe I did, but I was too shy to say anything. Now, if I was in, like, let's say a world like this. Let's say I'm walking, and somebody comes up and they're like, my girlfriend is 15, but she's very mature. I'm telling them to get the fuck out of here. Man, I really enjoyed dating a 43-year-old when I was 19. It was a good relationship. Stays quiet in parents. Hi, Zvi. Had a fairly large age difference. The mom was in her 20s when they started dating. I mean, so it's... What matters in a relationship is the two people in the relationship, right? If someone's 20... and they're dating someone that's 40, the only thing that matters is what those two want. Everybody outside the relationship telling them this is what you need can shut the fuck up. But when it's a child, when it's somebody's 15, there's a 25-year-old going like, oh, she's very mature for her age. It's like, dude, it's a child. She's not making, like, good decisions yet. And to be fair, you know, there's people that are 25 that are making stupid decisions. I look at myself when I was 25 and I'm like, dude, I was fucking stupid back then. But, like, stay away from the ones that are still fucking growing. 20 to 40? That's fine. That's, you know, maybe not the nuclear, maybe not the, like, what people think is correct, but who cares what they think? Two people in the relationship that matter. I just hit the kick button, yeet. Sub 30. Oh yeah, he's gonna need you to be older than me, not gonna lie. Hubs used to troll people when he was 21 by saying his wife was a teenager. 18 is still technically 10. 18 and 21. I might look at that and be a little judgy. Because the age difference matters more the younger you are. Right? You know, when I'm in high school and I see the junior dating the freshman girls, that's a little like, yeah, come on, dude. But that being said, that's just like a judgment thing. I don't think it's necessarily wrong. just certainly not cool. Maybe I shouldn't say not cool. Maybe a little cringe. There's some people that, like, they don't understand the context of it at all. And they're like, 18-year-old dating a 17-year-old? That's a minor, you freak! And it's like, you're dumb. You're dumb. Basically, this guy dated her for 2 years. He broke up with her before he turned 18 to avoid getting in trouble. And I'm like, you were 16 dating a 12-year-old? Oh. Now, at 16, you're an idiot. But, I don't like that one. Not even talking about dating. I'm okay chilling with people 25 plus. Gotta raise that age every year, at least outside of video game communities. My state allows for a 3-year age grant. Dude, I get stun-locked when people tell me they were born in 2004 or after. Like, man, I was born in high school when you were born. What the fuck? I was in high school when you were born. What the fuck? Yeah. I graduated 2009. And when somebody's like, I was born 2005, I was like, what? Oh, God. A lot of people use it. I tell people I don't want to talk to anyone under 21 now. Because I don't want to get any issues with underage drinking, to be honest. During the convo, she was telling me how she's closely gotten religious. Oh, of course. She has plans to do XYZ and improve on herself and become an entrepreneur after going to a business school. Moved to Russia with her ex. And in my head, I'm like, this feels like what people refer to when they imagine mature for her age, but in reality, this feels like a lot of basic framework for a life you have yet to live, for decisions you have yet to be sure you want to make. I see that, Oku, and there's just so much like, you have not hit reality yet. You've seen like an Instagram dream of things. You've seen people live this life and you're like, I could do that. Hi, Logitech. But man, when it actually comes to the logistics of it, when it actually comes to the reality of doing this, you're gonna get shit on at step 2. Hi, Star. Oh, need I make the cutoff fair? Half plus 7 is my vibe. Half plus 7 is something that I used to live by, that I was like, if you're not within half plus 7, fuck you. And I've kind of thrown it out. I'm kind of at this point like, it's like Wikipedia, it's a quick and dirty, but there's too many exceptions to it that's just dumb, right? Like, half plus 7, well, what if somebody's 30 dating a 60? Who the fuck am I to say that doesn't work? When I was 19, I dated a 21-year-old. And I showed her mom my license and prove I wasn't a minor. Like, bro, I'm just short. A time when you run into people that are young enough to be your kids. Ugh. Reminds me of one of my coworkers, his husband is 10 years older than her. And I'm like, you're a victim? I mean, if she was like super young, I'm not saying you're a victim to her, Trog. What'd you get me for my birthday? Give me 1 billion gil. This dick. Only 10 years, that's my parents' age difference. Blink. Shuffle. Yeah, that only works when you're still young. What I hate is how some weirdos will talk about crossing state country lines for age of consent, when that would be trafficking at that point, Lamau. I have never heard that, but like, holy shit. Yeah? That's fucking crazy. That's like... Can you not admit to human trafficking? What are you saying? Logitech watched 280 streams. Hell yeah. Sip. Okay. I'll drink, Kayla. That one was one of my favorites. I liked that one in the N64. My dad brought home a girl that was only 4 years older than me. We both kind of looked at each other. To be fair to him, he's 18 years older than me. My drinking age is 21. Because people went to 18 states to drink. Logitech. I did a Mythic 7 after Planet Crafter yesterday. Well, technically, we finished Planet Crafter, and I was like, I'm going to lay down in my beanbag for 5 minutes, just for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna... And I fucking passed the fuck out for 2 hours. Got up, did a bountiful delve. Got pulled into a Mythic 7. We timed it. Did Ulduar. I got a shit ton of loot from Ulduar. I literally got gloves, helm, and two two-handed weapons from Ulduar. I couldn't even use one of them because I had a better one from Bountiful Delves. But my warrior is 681 now. I'm good enough for raid on Wednesday. Yippee! If I can stay awake. Oh, God. I think I'm gonna try and get a 2-hour nap in. I think I'm gonna stay for Wednesday community stuff till like 5. And then after 5, I'm like, I'm out, and then I'm setting the alarm for like 8 and going to bed. Nice, my war got 2 belt from the war within, or the time walking raid. That sucks. Sounds like a good nap. Went to States where the age was 18. I think even worse was after I left the world and came back. She was talking to another dude about how she's turning 18 this year and about how her ex. And it was just like, this is why to me, you literally have nothing interesting to talk about. As an 18-year-old at a conversational level. Yeah? Just don't do 12 incline on Wednesday. Well, we'll fucking see, won't we, Trogdor? Because, like, those two things are the only things she's got going on in life, ATM. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, there was one friend I had that surprised the fuck out of me. They had a very deep voice, and I would watch them play Beat Saber on Twitch. And then, like, I could talk to them about Beat Saber for hours. It was fun to talk to them. And then at one point, it was like, we're at a drinking night. And I'm like, they were like, did you drink, Ewan? And I was like, no, I don't drink. I just like hanging out at nights like this. How about you? And he goes, oh, I can't drink yet, I'm 14. And I was like, me being like 29 at this point, I was like, the fucking what? You're 14, dude? Should you be here? But like, I never would have guessed that he was that age. I would have thought he was like 19? Where is your mom? I don't know. He was chill. He was someone that I would actively say, or not actively, I would genuinely say mature. Well, I would have, and then I think he told me, and I started seeing a lot more than immaturity, but yep, guess me every time. Deep voice throw with intellectual maturity. Don't say it. Don't accuse me of sabotage. Laughs in UK, 16 to 17. With a meal accompanied by an adult. It's only at a bar restaurant, 5:17 at home. Don't say the line. I didn't. I think Italy is like 14 or 15. Ugh. Sweden is 15. We had a story from Sweden recently, Violet. I don't know if you heard. A guy crashed his car in the snow and was stuck in his car under like 10 feet of snow for 2 months. Living off snow and body fat. Ouch. He lived. After 2 months, they saw the car poking out. And they dug him out and got him to a hospital. Actually, I don't even think the car's poking out. I don't know how they found him. I think maybe he dug up enough that he could, like, wave somebody down. I don't know if he could move after 2 months. It still looked like there was 2 feet of snow on his car when they dug him out. But they got him to a hospital. He was recovering. Doctors were like, 2 months is the absolute upper limits of time a person can go without food if they're getting water. That's about what energy of the universe and dew of a single ginkgo leaf would get you. Well, you know me. I'm gonna need not more than dew and universe juice. God, I love that movie. I hope they gave him everything he wanted to eat after a while. Well, so here's the thing, Kayla. They can't just give you all the food you want. If you're like, I'm so hungry, give me a hamburger. It's like, your body will literally not be able to handle this. We need to drip feed you food. We need to, like, give you a little bit. And then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. Hi, Yuki. Yep, morning, cutie. Not off the bat, no. I hope within, like, 3 days he was able to have his fucking hamburger that he wanted or whatever, but... Definitely, like, right away was like, you get a cup of applesauce. Survivors of the Great War had to be given packets of sugar to suck on so they wouldn't throw up. Gah. That's so depressing. What stream was I watching that got here? Oh, I know which stream I was watching. I just checked which streams I was lurking in, and I was like, wait a minute. This person has ended. In other news, I discovered what it felt like to eat a hot dog that had Snap in it the other day, and I'm not going back. Hi, love. Hi, Freya. It's why, after a while, not the second he gets in, he would not be in the state for real food for at least 2 weeks. Yeah. No, you're right. Hi, how you, my love? Get yourself a hot dog that snaps. What is a hot dog that snaps? What is Snap in it? I'll tell you the thing I really like with hot dogs. They're called spiral dogs. Basically, like a firm skin. Oh, okay. When making hot dogs, it's a little bit of effort, but I like taking a skewer and running it from one end of the hot dog to the other. And you basically cut into them with a knife and just spin the skewer, going slowly from one end to the other, so you get a spiral cut along it. It kind of turns it into like a fucking slinky of a hot dog, right? You do that, and it has a better, like, searing on the inside of the dog. You don't have a mushy center. You have, like, an actual seared center of the hot dog. It's also, like, perfect pockets for condiments. And so it's like, this is such a minor thing. But fuck, it's good. Like a firm skin. Hi, lovely Snapple hot dog. Brats, they snap and get goo everywhere. Yeah, I just buy cheap shit and I'm like, good enough for a hot dog. That's just bratwurst. Fucking heaven. I consider brats and hot dogs to be different things, lol. Alright, what's your go-to toppings on your hot dog? Nothing? Maybe ketchup. But, like, I'm perfectly fine with a hot dog that has nothing on it. It's hot dogs, they are all cheap shit. I will look into the spiral dog you described. Mayo, cheese, mustard. You can also just Google it, Violet. Just look up, like, spiral hot dogs, and you'll find, like, a 1-minute video on it. And it's like, oh, okay. This time, though, I got, like, the jalapeno cheddar infused sausage. I've been doing it, and I was like, oh my goodness gracious. You're lucky you're hot. Peak hot dog is chili and cheddar cheese. Second best, plain. Third best, hot dog. Plain, third best. Hold on. Peak hot dog is chili. Cheddar cheese second. Third, plain. Or am I misreading it? Onions, jalapenos, hot sauce. 100% different. Yes, jalapeno cheddar brats fucking slap. Brats are different, for sure. That's the dog I reached for with Snap. Ketchup sauce, only hot dog for number 3? Okay. Okay. I Cheese, bacon, and so much tomato sauce it dribbles. I'm good with ketchup. I'd be good with cheese on a hot dog. I don't think I'd mix the two. No, ketchup and cheese go well together. I've had that on a burger before, but... Mayo and ketchup on a hot dog. Hi, Riddle. I will pass on the mayo. I need to make bacon wrap hot dogs for Oni and Etoile someday. If your hot dog ain't snapping, you doing yourself a disservice, Elin. Treat yourself on your next grocery run. Well, I typically don't buy hot dogs. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just get, you know, a pack of weenies and buns. And finally hire my hot dog buns. Okay. And finally hire? Like, have you been on a fucking probation period this whole time? I don't know if you can handle how strong brats can taste. I wrap hot dogs in dough and make pigs in a blanket. Weird shampoo crack dog. Those are good, but I buy them. Hi, Gana, I'm here. Oh, I'm here. Okay. Morning. We did Planet Crafter yesterday. You and you used to eat 7 hot dogs a day. I did not eat 7 hot dogs in a day. I was eating 2 on... Okay. So, there was a period of time where I was eating a lot of hot dogs and Top Ramen every week. My grocery order would be like, pack of hot dogs, pack of Top Ramen, maybe 2 packs, and I'd go through like a pack and a half a week. 4 gallons of milk. I would try to get red velvet cookies, but I usually wouldn't be able to get those. And a few various other things, you know, jar of peanut butter. And I would go through like 2 hot dogs a day, and maybe like a bowl of ramen a day. And like some days, oh, I'd get eggs too. I'd go through a lot of scrambled eggs. Some days, hi Liar's Dice. What's your diet like now? I'll go over that in a moment. Some days would be like, okay, 2 hot dogs and 2 top ramens. And some days would be like 1 top ramen and 4 hot dogs. I would eat the hot dogs 2 at a time. So there were definitely days where it was like, I'm having fucking 4 at once. And it's like, oh, geez. That's a lot. I started getting hypertension headaches. I started getting like, I laughed at something and the back of my head hurts. And it was, once I learned, oh, hypertension headaches come from too much salt in your diet. And it was like, oh, top ramen and hot dogs both have a shit ton of salt. Oh, we gotta cut the salt out. And so I reduced my salt intake, fixed my headache problem, but, you know, I had to find new stuff to eat. My mom would make those with Pillsbury croissant things during the Halloween and draw smiley faces on the sausage and with ketchup. Mummies in a blanket. Hi, Juice. What's your diet like now? No flavor. Hi, Trogdor. LOL. I got my hands on a few of the harder to get flavors of top ramen bricks. Bring me chicken and pork. Oh, milk and potatoes. No flavor. What? All 4 at once? Not at once. Bro, have you played games with yourself? Reduce salt intake my ass? Hi, Kayla. Kiss. My diet now, Liar's Dice. Every morning, I have a bean burrito. And people are going to go, that's not a burrito. It is a carb-light tortilla with half a can of red beans and chili. And I heat that up for a minute in the microwave, and then that's my breakfast. 330 calories. I will then have 3 hard-boiled eggs throughout the day. Each one of those is 75 calories. I will then have, when I finish my walk, a glass of chocolate milk, which is 180 calories, I think. And then a protein bar, which is 200 calories. And then, later in the day, I will have 2 potatoes, which is each 150 calories with some ketchup, which is like, I'd say plus 50. And that's my standard day. If I have a heavy incline day, I will have 3 little, like, strawberry wafer things, which 3 of them is 150 calories. I eat that every single day, except for Fridays, where I cut out the potatoes, and we have, like, a family dinner where I'll get, like, a hamburger or something. Potato time. Every single day, I eat 2 potatoes. Almost feel myself gagging. You're dying every time. Micaiah, you're somebody that should understand me, because don't you like mac and cheese? Aren't you like a mac and cheese fiend? Every day I have my baked potatoes. And I'll be in a call with people. And I'll be like, potato time, and I'll leave, and I'll, go put them in the air fryer, come back 10 minutes later. Set a timer for 18 minutes. And then when that goes off, I'm potato time. I don't know where you got that, but is yummy, sure. It was like, over 2 weeks, I heard about you getting mac and cheese for dinner, like, 3 days. And I was like, oh. Micaiah likes eating the same meal over and over just like me. When people are like, I love this meal so much, but I had it 5 weeks ago. I could never eat it so soon. I'm like, you're insane. You're insane. I could eat the same meal literally every meal of the day. The only reason I change meals is because I need the diversity of nutrition. But, like, could I eat that bean burrito? Let's see. 5 times a day with water? Yes. Yes, I could. Bowser's Big Bean Burrito. It's just a disappointing burrito. If it's wrapped at the bottom, it's a burrito. It's wrapped at the bottom. I was having a bean water with burrito. It's not bean water. If it's not, it's a wrap. Also, wrap is just a large taco. Also, almost feel myself gagging. You could do a lot with mac and cheese, though. I don't know where you got that, but it is yummy, sure. I normally do my workout early, or I eat, but today, I'm too tired. Going for 7-day night shift. Ugh. Are we the same person? Love myself good Mackie. I do like burst meal spam. 3 days, then I'm done. Okay. Okay. Poutine is my comfort food. Nice girls. But do you hold the record in Bowser's Big Bean Burrito? I don't know. What is Bowser's Big Bean Burrito? That's like a Mario Party game, right? I'm so like, I don't remember what it is. I feel like I have it in my memory, and I can't place it on anything. I love potato bake, but there's so much fat in that, you can't eat it every day. Love. Does he know, chat? I think I just said I didn't. What are you, stupid? Cairo redeemed accessory. Wow? Wow what? What are you saying wow to, Cairo? I feel like you've got 2 or 3 things you could be saying it to. He did it with no funny business this time? Well, yeah, you're predictable. Of course you want Moogle. Teehee, I love you. Mac and cheese is something I really like. I could eat macaroni and cheese every meal for weeks on it, for years. If you told me you get mac and cheese, you eat it 3 times a day and it's healthy, I'd be like, thank God. We have ascended, and this is incredible. Actually, is that a thing? Adam read like a birthday card from your extended family. Could you make a healthy cheese spread for macaroni and cheese and that covers everything? Cause I'd fucking do that if I could. I love fat, especially when they have this small tummy in the front. You did that with basically like any food? Hi, Icy Fire Mage. This is suddenly a strong consideration of mine. Easy, dump ground beef on it. I don't think we did holidays yesterday. I don't think we've done holidays for a few days, actually. Speaking of bratwurst, Saturday, August 16th, was National Bratwurst Day. But we're looking at today. Monday, August 18th, Birth Control Pills Day, Cupcake Day, Helium Discovery Day, Mail Order Catalog Day, National Bad Poetry Day, National Fajita Day, National Ice Cream Pie Day, Never Give Up Day, Pinot Noir Day, Serendipity Day, Stay Home with Your Kids Day. Those are actually a decent amount of good holidays. Cupcake Day, Fajita Day, Ice Cream Pie Day, Never Give Up Day. Here's somebody likes Pinot Noir. I think I'm choosing Cupcake Day. I like cupcakes. Cupcakes are good. Our system is set up. Put premiums on those alternatives. Make them unaffordable for the everyday American to keep everyone fat and complacent. The government can maintain control over a jaded populace. Woo! Easy, dump ground beef on it. Leon, hi, Icy, Yulin. I found a Moogle tier list. Put it in Neat Stuff. Did you pick Love My Feet Day for yesterday? I don't think I looked at the holidays yesterday. Never Give Up Day for me. I need it for the memes. Japan made night vision contacts. Time to buy superpowers. I have your worst in Bruges here. Let's look at yesterday. Baby Boomers Recognition. This day sucks. Balloon Airmail, God's Preeminence, National Number 2 Pencil Day, Black Cat Appreciation Day. That's funny in a VR chat context. National I Love My Feet Day, Meaning of Is Day, Nonprofit Day, Pineapple Juice Day, Thrift Shop Day, Vanilla Custard Day, World Eggplant Day. These all suck. I guess vanilla custard, but those fucking stink. Oh, Yulin. Found out the difference between me and Superman? Where's this going? Safi, wave, LOL. Meaning of Is Day? Is that a Billy Clinton reference? No, it's like is in quotation marks, like the word is. Here, I thought you'd like an eggplant. Superman has supervision. I require supervision? Okay. Okay. I need to go through my Firefox stuff. I need to click this. I can go back to Discord. I can click this. Moogles Across Media Comprehensive Tier List. Jesus Christ, there's so many. This tier list is awful. Okay, wait. Oh my god, there's way too fucking many. I'm not doing this in VR. Fuck this. I'm going back to my notepad. You can't say it's wrong. I can. You're very independent, Safi. Safi, you're sitting there like, I require supervision. Literally impossible. We play Stardew Valley, you disappear off into the forest for days at a time. Tell me one time you haven't lost me in VR chat? Yeah, but you always come back. You literally don't need supervision. You're very independent. Exactly. So many, but one look. They all look like Yulin? Okay. Biggest JRPG franchise ever. Whenever I think of contacts, I can't help but think Back to that one video I saw of an old lady who had pain in the side of her eye and a stack of contacts that she never took out for years because she kept losing them, forgetting to take them out. Yeah, it was like 15 or 23 contacts that had like literally melted together into her eyes and they had to be like surgically removed. Why are there so many versions of this mascot character? Did Yulin call Safi a pet? No, I don't think I did. I think I called him self-sufficient. Is that real? It is, Leon, and it's gnarly. I don't know, whenever I think of contacts, I think of Billy and Mandy, where the dad is like, oh, come on, Billy, wearing contacts isn't that bad. And he, like, opens his eye, and he's putting the contact in, screaming for, like, a minute straight, and, like, heavily breathing. And it goes back to him, and it looks like he's been punched in the eye, and he has, like, a black eye, and his, sclera is just fucking blood red, and he's just like, see? It's not that bad, you get used to it. And I'm like, yeah, contacts sound fucking awful. I would fucking never. Billy and Mandy was the shit. That may be why I refuse to wear contacts to this day. That might have been heavily influential in me never wanting contacts. Now, I typically have, like, on the cusp vision, right? God, I'm glad I don't need glasses. My vision, I'm nearsighted. Things kind of far away get blurry to me. And so, when I got my driver's license, I didn't need corrective lenses. I didn't need glasses or contacts. When I moved to Missouri, a year after getting my license, I renewed my license to be, you know, a Missouri license. And they were like, you need glasses. And I was like, what? I don't need glasses. I didn't need glasses in California. And they were like, well, here you do. So you're not driving unless you have your glasses on. So I went and got glasses. I have the same pair of glasses, by the way. I have not been to an optometrist since I was 18. I have glasses for 5 years in Missouri, for 8 years in Texas. I come back to Missouri, I get my license renewed. And they're like, okay, time to take the eye test. And I'm like, yep, sure. I take it, and they're like, cool. Oh, and your eyesight's good. You don't need glasses. And I'm like, what? What do you mean I don't need glasses? Your eyesight's good enough. You don't need to wear glasses. I'm like literally wearing glasses as I'm talking to her, right? And I'm like, but eyesight doesn't get better. I literally needed glasses last time I took this test. And they're like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. You can wear them if you want. Nobody's stopping you, but legally you don't need to. And I was like, whoa, okay. Now I get to joke that my eyesight improved. Just simply improve your eyes, idiots. Skill issue. And people are like, what the fuck? The reality is, my eyesight is right on the line for good enough, not good enough. And it depends on what test I take. Right? I might get a bad test where it's like, I can't tell the difference between the letters used. Or I might get one where it's like, I guess right on a few of the letters, and so I'm good enough. 9 Moogles might actually be bottom tier. I'm back with my 73-ounce jug of water. Hell yeah. I'm slightly nearsighted. My glasses are mostly safety glasses, lol. Nah, I love contacts, mostly because it gives me all the peripheral vision versus glasses, since surgery would not be able to fix my vision 100%. Can't be worse than the FF7 remake that just had a kid dressed as a Moogle. You don't have glasses. Did this information make it more hot for me? A 20/25 vision until kids borked my eyes? Oh no. I don't know what the numbers of my vision actually are. I have no fucking clue on that. Fucking astigmatism got worse. Ugh. We're at 2.8 miles. Let's hope we get a nice, comfy 1-hour video next. You say Koopa one more time, child. I'm throwing you into the Mako reactor. Guys, the next 3 days, I'm like actually looking forward to stuff. We have, well, technically the next 4 days. We have Xenoblade today. I don't know how much I should be looking forward to with Xenoblade, because we're in the fucking heartbeat room, and that shit's gonna be so ass. I'm probably just gonna turn it to casual mode so I can grind up and go through it real quick. Actually, not even grind up. Maybe I just skip to the next room on casual mode. I just found my favorite 14 player. I'm DMing you a pic. On Tuesday, we will have more Xenoblade. Holy. That's... What is that under his name? What is the red text? Is that like a status? That's crazy. Tuesday will be more Xenoblade. Mod for custom titles? Gotcha. Wednesday will be... I think it was looking like Repo. And then Tuesday Raid. And then Thursday will be WoW Raid Part 2. 4 days of just fucking games to play. I hope you get an hour long. I don't know about you, but my feet are killing. My sight only been getting worse. My sight seems to be staying the same. It kind of seems like it's getting better, right? Wait, Tuesday Xeno, yeah? I thought Raids was wins now. That's what I said. Monday, Tuesday Xeno. Wednesday Peak and WoW. Thursday WoW. Can't wait for Nia. It'll be a long time before Nia. The way it's gonna go, Safi, is we are going to finish Xenoblade, and then we're gonna take a break for a few months, and then Tales of Xillia, the remaster will come out, and we'll play that with Eris. Maybe Ginjo as well. Cairo, I haven't mentioned this to you yet. However, I was talking Tales with Eris, and Ginjo was like, "Yo, Tales?" And I was like, "Fucking join us, Ginjo." Wait, I'm drunk. I can't do this. This is Cairo's thing. Cairo has to be here for this. But Cairo really likes you. He'll probably say yes. And so, that's how that conversation went. But, I was talking to Eris about, Tales of Xillia Remaster. And Ginjo was like, "Ginjo arrived? Tales of Peak?" Oh, sure. Ginjo falls on his chest, bounces into the ceiling. This video's fucking quiet. Nope, not that much. Alright guys, you ready to go crazy for the next 22 minutes? It doesn't even have a release date, Ewan? Cairo, it doesn't even have, like, an official release yet. It was leaked. I'm sure weight is also affecting my vision. Sodium chloride with iodide added for proper nutrition. That's too spicy for Ewan. Real and true. Then how is it this our next game, LL? Because, Cairo, when we finish Xenoblade, we are not going directly into a Tales game. We are taking a months-long break. And if Tales of Xillia comes out a month or two from now, which, by the way, they're doing a direct on it tomorrow. Tales is literally doing a stream tomorrow to announce the next remaster. And so, like, I'm willing to wait 2 to 3 months for it. Am I willing to wait 6 months? We might flip the order. If it's like Tales of Xillia Remaster comes out 6 months from now. What we will do then is Vesperia, Xenoblade, Xenoblade 2, Xillia, and then another Tales game, and then Xenoblade 3. Need a break to play Bad Rats? Oh, cool. Beer B, now I'm ready to do my workout. But, like, I don't expect it to be that long, Cairo. It is, like, a week ago it got leaked. It was literally, like, the official channel. Not like a data leaker who's like, guys, Tales of Xillia is going to be the next one. And everybody's like, yeah, no shit, idiot. It was like an official channel accidentally posted Xillia art in the like, we've got exciting upcoming news for you. Tweeted out a bunch of art from Tales and then accidentally showed a slide from a Tales of Xillia skit and then deleted it 5 minutes later. Beer B, I will also give the critters water. See you soon, real. If it's too long now, we'll flip the order and do Xeno 2 first. Chat, is he trolling me? Chat, is this Cairo guy doing this on purpose? Chat, is this real? He has to be trolling me. He has to be just trying to get a rise out of me. Me trying to reverse troll Cairo by knowing he's at work and probably didn't hear, and being like, is this very genuine response from you? And me accusing you of trolling when you're not trying to troll. Tales arise out of you? I'm gonna stab you. Called rage bait, Elon. Yeah, this is a legit ask. So Cairo, I had literally just said that. I imagine you had to look at an email for a second. But I was literally like, if it comes out in 2 to 3 months, we wait. If it comes out like 6 months or longer, then after Xenoblade 1, we take like 2 months off. We play Xenoblade 2, and then we play Tales of Xillia. And then we go to a next Tales of Xillia, or Tales game, and then finish with Xenoblade 3. And then you're like, if it's too long from now, we'll just flip the order and do Xeno 2 first. And I'm like, I'm gonna fucking strangle this guy! LOL. Somebody came in and asked the question, yeah, I'm like, that's one of those things, it's like, this guy's fucking trolling me, but I'm like, he's at work. He's at work 100%, someone asked him something, 100% he looked at an email. That is too on the nose. Like, I knew, but at the same time, I do my best. Dude, that's the worst, Cairo. When, like, you genuinely don't mean something, and somebody's like, you're trolling me. You're absolutely trolling me. You're such a piece of shit, dude. Could you actually try? And you're like, that was me trying. Fuck. When you're like doing bad in a game and somebody's like, hey, can you actually try? And you're just like, yeah, I was. I'm just bad. I'm sorry. Or it was daydreaming. No, I think somebody just came in and talked to him. Nah, Cairo never trolled. Cairo was a no-nonsense guy. Yeah, it's the kid that cries wolf, but with trolling, LOL. I don't remember what game it was, but I remember that raw despair of, like, really trying at a game, really just putting my all into it, and failing. And just losing despite trying my hardest. And somebody going, hey, can you actually try? I get that you don't want to be here, but like, it's affecting the group, can you try? And me being like, dude, I am. That is such a like raw feeling of like, this feels bad. Well, that was me when I first played League, Lamau. Someone asked me to actually try. I'm gonna go Super Saiyan. I'm typically not... It's never that I'm not trying. I might be AFK, right? I might like tab out of a game and be like, you know, hands off for this to a little bit. I'm very disengaged. But it's... I'm almost never the type that's like... I'm gonna try and intentionally play bad. I was going, what the fuck am I even doing? And someone that was part of the friend group was losing their mind at me for purposely throwing. Bro, it's my first match. I got a girlfriend in the League of Legends, and she wasn't bad. I do remember at one point I had to be like, stop running into the turret, stop running into the turret, and she'd be like, oh, right, because she would lock in on killing people so much that she would just chase them. She had zero sense of like, don't overextend, and she would just run into turrets chasing people. Night, Ewan, good luck with the rest of your stream. Bye, noob. Sleep well. People that are like too harsh on new players is so crazy to me. Lethal Tunnel Vision is my name. Please Scream at Me is my game. Getting yelled at for not warding. I didn't even know what a ward was, Lamau. Night noob. I had a guild leader try to get his wife into World of Warcraft. And my god, Hobbit. It was like he did everything he could to make her not have fun. Because she's like, not a gamer. And this is not just a game, this is a fucking MMO she's going into. So she just doesn't understand anything, right? And he's just like, why are you doing this? Why didn't you just equip the chest piece that the quest giver gave you? Why aren't you doing this? And it's like, bro. Like, she's never touched a controller in her life. What are you doing? A common thing a certain friend and I did in Terraria was go, hey X, what's this item do? And use a boss summoning item with no warning. That's fucking awesome. I had a very fun experience my first time playing, although it was kind of tainted by me not understanding a friend. Hi, Cyberspace Not. I didn't have a lot of friends with ADHD growing up. And so I was very not understanding of people with it. I was very unaccommodating the first year of like moving away from my WoW friend group and playing with just people from VR chat. It was me, Corvu, and Full Metal Ratchet, and sometimes Freydle playing Terraria. And Full has severe hyperfixation ADHD. He literally like will lock in on something, and until it's a completed task or he understands it, it's the most important thing in the world to him. And so like we'd be doing, hi Keo, we're playing Terraria, and he's just in the base. He's just organizing the base the whole time. And it was like, Full, go and do stuff, go and explore the world. And he's like, but the base isn't done. And it's like, nobody cares about the base. You've been there for hours. But it's not done. And he would just be sorting stuff for hours and hours. And Opal Metal, I see them on Lumi streams. He really likes Lumichu. That is a close friend of mine, Cyberspace. And I was just very unaccommodating of them in this regard. We would get to a point where Corvu and I are like, it's time for boss. Full, get over here, let's do the boss. And Full's just not ready, because they've been in the base for hours organizing shit. And they're like, I'm not done. And we're like, we're not waiting on you. We're doing the boss, whether you're there or not. And I remember like this one incredibly enraging moment for me. We summon the boss. We're zerging it, like, I die, and then Full dies, and then, you know, we get back and Core dies. I think I die again, and Full is not at the boss. He's literally organizing chests again, and like mid-boss fight, I'm like, are you seriously fucking organizing the chests while we're fighting a boss? And poor Full is just like, yes, and it's like, at this point, it clicked off. It was just like, I don't care about this person anymore. This is just so ridiculous that this sucks. And like, I was very, it's not that I disliked Full, but I really didn't like playing games with Full for a little bit. Okay, what is, there we go. I was watching a comedian, and they were explaining what it's like having high-functioning autism. and how they lock in on things, and their brain cannot be redirected to something else if they don't understand it. And when I saw that, it was like, oh, that's literally fucking full. Oh, I've been a complete fucking asshole to them for the past year. And so, once I knew this is just how Full's brain is wired, it became a lot more fun to play with Full. And now I kind of feel like I'm the person that looks out for them. And when people are like, Full, stop it, Full, do the thing, Full, I'm like, guys, Full just needs to get this done. We can do our own thing, or like, we can wait and focus on something else. But like, don't rush Full. You are making it worse for them. The thing is, usually when people try to get someone to play something that's group-based, almost always they want that person to be the support or whatever equivalent. It's like the one role people should know what they're doing. Hi, how's you? I'm good. Or do that in Rust. It says it's the boring part of Rust. I had people complain about it. So they just realized every time they die, there was a full set waiting for them in a box by the airlock. We picked this music over F-Zero music. Yes. I like that too. This is why I have trouble making friends and have made people angry. I'm like that too. Typo? Trying to get full of Prime BP in Warframe? Hell yeah. I mean, understanding it doesn't make it any less annoying sometimes, in my opinion. Oh, 100% Micaiah. While I understand it and I can work around it, playing Monster Hunter with them can be a little irritating sometimes. Because they spend 10 minutes between every hunt. And so, in Monster Hunter, I haven't found a good way to, like, accommodate it. In other games, I'm a lot better, and I can typically find something that's like, hey, this is a good solo activity while we wait. But in Monster Hunter... Well, now you're calling me out. Oh, no. Well, so here's the thing. We went from Terraria, Micaiah, to Monster Hunter World. And we would go on a hunt, and we would come back, and then we'd, like, you know, queue up the next hunt, and it'd be like, okay, dispatch when all players are ready. And, like, Core and I, ready in a minute. Full, you know, we get to 5 minutes, and they're not ready. And we started doing a thing where we'd be like, hey, Full, hey, Full, hey, Full, hey, Full. And to us, it was cute and funny. To Full, it was the most stressful thing in the world, and he hated it. And it got to the point where it was just like, despite us doing this cute and funny thing to, like, keep Full on track, which clearly wasn't working, and they're just getting so frustrated at this, I get to the point where we're just like, dude, I don't fucking care. I work a 9 to 5. You're not fucking wasting my time. You can join late. I'm sending the fucking mission, and, like, you can join 5 minutes in. I don't care. I'm not wasting my time on this anymore. I started just, like, having that mentality. And it was like, I did this thinking, like, oh, this is a great system. Full can just join late. This is a great solution for everybody. Core and I, you know, don't feel like we're wasting our time. And Full doesn't feel stressed out from us waiting on them. They'll just join the hunt late. Yeah, that's not how it feels to them. What it feels like is we've abandoned them. I mean, that's what I encourage friends to do because I'm slow. And that's good, but for the problem for Full was like, there's reasons that goes into this more than their ADHD that makes it feel like, oh, we're not waiting for you. It's because we don't actually like playing with you. And it was like devastating to them when we did that. And it was very much for me, it was the feeling of like, this should be a good solution and it feels bad. This just feels fucking bad. I just play single player games because I make people mad unintentionally. Now in Monster Hunter, that's something they need to get over. We grinding for whatever gems we getting next. Elon, there's going to be a 45-in Kirby Air Riders Direct when you start stream tomorrow. I am aware. And we're fucking watching it. Does Full Metal go by he, him? Guess Lumi refers to everyone. Is they, so I don't know. When I met Full, they were he, him. They have since become they, them, and they're gender fluid. But the he, him slips out with me sometimes. Yeah, I'm not super I'm not super in the know of what Full wants to go by right now. I just avoid people who I've been a burn to. Also, the surprise Tales of Remaster, totally not Tales of Peak Remaster tomorrow. Yup. I don't need to make people's life harder. Not their fault I'm like this. It's not their fault. It's not your fault. It's just like there's sometimes just no good solution, and it stinks. I'm so fucking excited because I never played 2. I played Tales of Xillia 2. I didn't like it. I played it for like 3 hours and I was like, this stinks. I'm not playing it. It's like the one Mothership title that I haven't played. I don't really have much desire because I've seen some stuff about the story and I'm like, this looks lame, but maybe I should. As long as it's better than Zestiria, it's definitely better than Zestiria. For years I've just avoided people, but that wasn't healthy. Gib Yulin Flower. Hi, Shion. Rabbi Yulin. No, it's... With Full, I like playing games with them. But there's just certain games that I feel like they're difficult to play with. I love them dearly, but... Monster Hunter is something that's like... I hate waiting on you. I fucking hate waiting on you. And like... Here's the problem. It isn't like Full's like, yeah, I understand. You know, we have non-synergistic playstyles and it's difficult for us to play together. No, Full's like, Wild is coming out, so we're playing together, right? I'm like, I don't fucking know, dude. I'm not sure. What do you have to wait for in Monhun? I don't know if I want to go too into it while they're not even here. Basically, Full has to triple check everything. So what they're going to do is a hunt finishes and we're like, okay, we're doing that exact same hunt again. Full will go eat a meal. They will then go to their chest and restock their ammo and any items they used, like potions. They will then check the hunter's log, and check the weaknesses of the monster, and they will equip a loadout that is a good element against that monster. They will then readjust their item loadout and ammo loadout to, you know, match the gun they just equipped. That will be better loadout for the monster they're fighting. They will then go do all the daily, not the daily stuff, but like the in-between hunt stuff, like check all the villages for, you know, whatever. They'll check the trade thing, they'll check the deals thing. Before farming, I'll instantly repost. If your ass wants to spend 15 minutes doing shit, have fun with that. They will then, so in Rise, they were checking the bird in the training grounds, they were checking the bird in the Sunrise town, they were checking their Argosy, they were checking their Meowsters. And then here's the thing. Because they've done things since they last checked their loadout, they're gonna go check their loadout again. So they're gonna open the hunting log again, checking the weaknesses, make sure they're right. They're gonna go to the chest, make sure, you know, the items and ammo that they're bringing match their equipment and what they're fighting. It's almost an OCD thing, where they are checking the same things 5 times. It's very frustrating to wait on, but it's something that, like, if you're... Imagine somebody that has OCD washing their hands for 30 minutes, and you're like, stop being a fucking idiot, let's go. Stop being a fucking idiot, let's go. Stop being a fucking idiot, let's go. It doesn't work. You can't do that with him. He needs to go through his ritual of checking everything for like 10 solid fucking minutes for him to be comfortable going. And like, it sucks to wait on. Like, it's just like, you know, Corvu, and I'm the type of person who, if somebody's waiting on me, I won't even learn a system, right? When I first played Rise, like I said, just repost. They can join when they want. Sadly, Cairo, I just talked about that, and you were checking an email or somebody came in and talked to you while I talked about it. Because that's what I did in World. In World, when, you know, we were waiting on them so much, I said, fuck it. Hi, Global. We can post it early and they can just join late. But it felt like to them they were being abandoned. It felt like to them we were just ditching them. It felt real fucking bad. I heard about their ritual. We're in BDO. Question marks. I'm not touching that. I can explain it to you more off stream, but like if I'm gonna talk about them this much, I want them here. Oh, that's loud actually, once the music kicked in. That's good. The things I'm obsessive over are things I can miss stuff on. Like in a world fucking up my botany fertilizing rotation or something. I wish I was neurotypical. Me playing Monster Hunter solo for years. On single player games, I love spending several hours just screwing around without anyone waiting on me. There's very few single player games I like now. If I can play it with friends, I almost always want to. I am kind of discovering recently, there's a lot of multiplayer games that I'm like, damn, I would enjoy this more if it was solo. While I love Logitech, Senril, and Sheepy to death, I think I'd probably enjoy Planet Crafter more solo. I wish I was neurotypical. Sometimes anyway, just not to feel so isolated. And kind of understand doing that, but I wouldn't want to make others annoyed. Hi, birthday bun. Hi, boy-shaped, girl-shaped, deer-shaped, splatter-shaped Kirby. Alright, Kyra always leaves me. So I just get A in bowling. I am different in that I am conscious about if others are annoyed or in a hurry. Then I will stop to not disappoint them. That's me with Abiotic Factor. Made to be played with people. Been mad, enjoyable, and peaceful solo. Nearly co-op or no-op. But I am a loot goblin. Totally not me with 400 plus hours solo in DRG. A very co-op based game. To be fair, DRG solo is still co-op with Bosco. Here's a good example of this, Cairo. For me, I was raised to think keeping people waiting on you or being late is disrespectful. If we say we're meeting up at 9, I need to be there early. Because if I show up at 9:05, that's me saying, I don't care if I make you wait 5 minutes, because that's not my 5 minutes, and your 5 minutes are less important than my 5 minutes. So fuck you. That's how I view keeping people waiting is, which is why I got so upset with Full when they kept me waiting. But like, sometimes it's stupid. You know when it most recently manifested itself, Cairo? Donkey Kong Bonanza. We get to a town, and there's the shops. There is the clothing shop, the item shop, and then the Bonandium trade-in. And I get to the town, and you are leaving the town. Oh fuck, I'm behind. I'm gonna keep Cairo held up. So I go to the clothes shop, buy anything I want if I can get it. I don't even look at the item shop. I don't even look at the Bonandium chips. Because this is a system that's optional. I don't care about it. It's literally just going to slow me down. I need to catch up with Cairo. I cannot be disrespectful to Cairo. This becomes a problem 20 hours into the playthrough when I've got 900 Bonandium chips and Cairo goes, what the fuck is wrong with you, you stupid asshead? You haven't been using any of these? Oh my god, you're an idiot. And I'm just like... I was, legitimately internally crashing out over that one, Cairo. Because I was like, I skipped this because I didn't want to keep you waiting. That was why I skipped it. Because if there's systems to learn, even if it's detrimental to me, I'm going to skip them because it's way more stress-inducing to keep somebody waiting. Oh no, crying. Bro, I was fine with waiting. I know you were. This was a dumb thing of me. this was a thing that was like, I should move at my pace. I went back and farm shit I wanted. It's very hard for me, Cairo. It's very hard for me to not be on the same level and keep you waiting at all. Even though you were just like, I love it when I'm waiting on you, because then I get to go do all the side thing stuff that was interesting that I saw. You know, it puts me in a feeling of being rushed, but you were just like, I get to story, I get to go do side stuff. I get to do story, I get to go do side stuff. But for me, it was like, I would see that shop every time. And I'd skip it every time. Because I was behind, I couldn't keep you waiting. In Monster Hunter Rise, I didn't interact with Meowsters, Argosy, the bird's nest in the training area for a good like 5 or 10 hours. Because I was only playing with people. And so it was like, Argosy, bonus loot, don't care. I can't keep people waiting. Meowsters, collecting Palicos for like dispatch missions, don't care, can't people waiting. These are words that I will learn later if I don't forget about them. But for right now, I do not want to be the last one to queue up for a quest. VRChat has taught me to be late for everything. To be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. To be late is to be in big trouble. I would agree. Hanging out with Full and Core so much has taught me so much about, like, not everybody has the same perspective of me. I will make plans with Core, and I will put 0 effort into being there on time until she messages me. Until I get a Discord, like, peak emote, I'm like, huh? Okay, yep, I'll be there in, like, 5-10 minutes. Because I know she's probably going to be 30 to 50 minutes late. Whereas, like, in the past, she'd be like, we're going to do VRChat World Hop at 8 p.m. I get on VRChat at 7:50. She doesn't get home until, like, 8:30 and gets on at 9. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I'd agree. I was always 5 minutes early to everything before VRChat. But then events won't start till, like, 15 minutes after. So I stopped trying to be time level now. Mood FOMO. Oh no, bro, I was fine with waiting. Back in farm shit I wanted. Like how in the first 10 minutes you didn't learn how to rock surf, despite the tutorial, because you wanted to keep up? Yes! Starting soon, 50 minutes later, 10 more minutes! With me, my time is very tight, as you know. I'll be vocal if I'm upset about my time being wasted. Only thing I wanted from DK was to get more than 5 hours of sleep before work, lol. I really wanted to finish DK. When I host things, I usually start 30 minutes after, because that's how long it takes for everyone to get together. And see, that's like a different perspective thing. Sometimes I'll even host 30 minutes earlier than I want to be on time. If the host is showing up to something 30 minutes late, my first thought is, this person is bad with time, and they were doing something that they didn't end to get to their event because, you know, whatever. But hearing your perspective, I'm like, damn, that's completely not what I would have thought of, but that makes fucking sense. That's probably really annoying to plan a time, show up at that time, and then everybody else is 30 minutes late. Why the fuck should you have to be there at the scheduled time if they're not going to be? It's dependent on the circumstances. I know someone that likes to host events that's sometimes late due to work. Yeah. Okay, starting soon for 5-10 minutes. Oh shit, I'm late. Damn, can't even play full intro song. Oh well, hey everyone. I have learned, stop taking it personally when people aren't on time or you're waiting. You know, there's so many different perspectives. There's so many different circumstances. There's so many different just like things that can happen. That the context is literally different every time. Just, you know, go with the flow, chill out, have fun with your friends. Someone called in and they had to pull an extra hour or two, stuff like that. Yeah. Hi, Will. Can't believe Euland always late to raid SMH. Alright, first off, Will, I'm fucking early to raids, damn it. I'm the one that shows up at like 8 and it's like we don't start till 9 or 10. That's kind of me not knowing the time and just showing up like super early. I definitely, on Tuesday, was like standing in front of the fucking raid an hour early. Just like, isn't this the start time? And it was just like, nope. An hour later, buddy. Will, I don't know if you were there when I finished Ulduar. I got a weapon off the final boss. So I got gloves, helm, and 2 weapons from the boss. The gloves were a small upgrade. The helm was a smassive upgrade. And then the second weapon I didn't even equip. Because it was literally just a side grade. Nerf Euland luck. Listen, Will. I've earned this, okay? Week 1 with the priest. When I did the Mythic Zeros. And I got 2 belts and a cloak. I've earned this, damn it. I'm excited. I'm excited for Will. The next 4 days are so fucking stacked for me. Tonight, I get to play Xenoblade. Tomorrow, we get to watch dev videos on Kirby Air Riders 2, Tales of Xillia Remaster, and more Xenoblade. Wednesday, I get to play Peak, well, probably Repo with the community group. It will be like a 20-man instance for Peak. And then WoW Raid. And Thursday, WoW Raid. These 4 days are just like, holy shit. So many games to play. Also, we're at 4.4 miles. I wish I could be into multiple games at a time. I really like playing games where, like... Well, okay, I'm kind of both styles. If there's a new game, it's all I want to play, right? When I start a Terraria run... Hi, Leah. When I start a new Terraria run, I want to play that 7 days, just 10 days, 10 hours a day. Right? New Satisfactory run, I don't want to play anything else. But things like Peak, Repo, that's pretty fun just like once a week. That's pretty fun, especially if it's like a long running game that's like, oh, I've been doing this for a while. I wouldn't want to just like do that 7 days. It's really fun on a once a day thing. All of these games I would absolutely like blow a shit ton of time into. Xenoblade, I would not mind playing 7 days a week. It's just my schedule doesn't allow it. World of Warcraft raid? Shit. I could raid 4 days a week if time allowed me to. Just my luck. Runs a K7 Meso Relic intact for a common. Gets the rare, the compressive barrel. 756 days of being a cutie patootie. Thank you. Once I'm done with the game, it's dead to me. Oh no. Foss was here this morning, Will. And I was talking about, I think it was you or Kron that was like, I really want Euland, Foss, Boop, and Shine in the same raid team. And I was like, oh my god, that's so flattering. Fuck you for suggesting it be an FF14 raid thing, but aw. I want the bronze EBP. I have his parts. I really hope we get 5 miles by the end of this. We're at 4.5 right now. When I looked at the time, I think we were going to hit it. Oh, fuck. We're gonna be short. Oh, no. It's gonna be... Wait, no. I'm wrong. We're at 14. We're going to 37. We're golden. We're gonna... Okay, perfect. Whew. My math was terrible for a moment. It would be funny I think it would be funny, and I'd really enjoy raiding with all those. It's never gonna happen where we get Shine on World of Warcraft again. He is very spurned by Blizzard and hates that company, and I think he just was always meant to be an FF gamer. Boop we finally have on WoW, and that's fun. Boss we will never have on WoW, like literally never. The money it takes for him to play it is a lot. He's already paying an FF7 sub. If he was into WoW and not Final Fantasy, he'd be the type of person that could pay for the WoW sub just by doing, whatever. We'll see how long Foop lasts. I'm also like, yeah, we'll see how long Foop lasts. The good thing is that when I switch to Warrior and I start like showing up as Fury, it'd be very easy for me to switch to Prot, and I actually do kind of like Prot Warrior. I rated as that in BFA. In my tanks, I really like Brewmaster the most rotation-wise, but I fucking hate aesthetics of Brewmaster. I like Death Knight, but for whatever reason, I really don't want to be a Death Knight tank. I cannot explain it, but I just avoid it like the plague. Even though it was a very comfortable tanking style for me back then. I don't know enough about Paladin, although I think I'd probably like it. I like the core stuff of Demon Hunter, but I don't like it when it becomes a thing of you need to save orbs to heal with them. I hate that part of Demon Hunter. I want to just do their rotation. Their defensive active mitigation being somewhat tied to their DPS rotation feels really bad in my eyes. Druid, I have very little interest in tanking on. Mostly because of bear form, and I don't want to be stuck in bear form. I like Bear and Warrior. What's the last one I haven't mentioned? Warrior's good. Warrior's like middle of the pack for me. Well, raid message. Hi, Carface. Thank you so much. I'm very hesitant to say your name because I see that and I'm immediately like, Kagura. Wait, the SK aren't capitalized. Brewmaster. So I'm like stuck between Kagura and Kagurask. Hi, Raiders. Thanks to Matthews for my sub gift. I'm gonna say Kagura. Thank you, Kagura. Thank you for the raid. Good job today. That you chose me means a lot. Harface has got the raider thing, so I imagine they suggested it. Dancing dog? Oh, hell yeah. We love our dancing streamers. I'm walking. We are almost at 5 miles. But good job today. And thank you for choosing me. We're walking through Black Desert Online. For any BDO players. This is between Altanova and the Sandgrain Bazaar. They were VR dancing? Hi, Ty. Brewmaster? You said Kagurask correctly? Kagura's fine too? Hell yeah. Oh, I was referring to Violet. That's funny. Car suggesting writing you today? Yeah, Car shows up pretty regularly. They're lovely. That means a lot to me. From both of you. This is a safe area of the zone. Post Sandgrain is the desert. Actually, Kayla, this is a very dangerous area. Because there's these fucking little chameleon things, high mistake, that bite me. Did you see that little fade transition? That's because a bunch of them just fucking chomped my ass and killed me while I was walking. The enemies are too close to the road here. The desert can be very cruel. The desert is a PvP area, and it also just ticks damage on you the whole time. And so, I was never able to record a video going from Sandgrain Bazaar across the desert to the town out there. And I really would have liked to. But that never happened. This area is like peak for horse boost drifting. Hell yeah. I know this is a godforsaken place. Why from all the places you chose, BDO? I can deadass record that for you. I also just trust you, Cairo. Wait, why? Who killed you, mobs? The mobs. In BDO, when I was recording in this game, there's no stealth class. And so, like, I'm just walking, like RP walking through these areas. And, if mobs are too close to the path, they just kick my ass. And so, in any of the BDO videos, if you see it, like, fade to black, that's me fucking dying. Just heat stroke and Hythamol. What the fuck? Homie running on 200 DP. It's one of those things, Cairo, where it's like, you could do this, you could do this. Wow, cool. Here, look at this. That's cool. Let me get this recording for you. You really don't have to. Yeah, no, even at level 62, some lower level mobs still attack your ass. I think I was 51. I think I got to 51, Kayla. And then we ran out of story and it was like, okay, I'm just gonna start recording. Didn't really gear up at all. I've got gear from like the 20s and 30s and 40s. And yeah, ideally this would have been like a game that I'd been playing for a while. It was very familiar. Going to shower, have a nice stream? Of course, of course. Go freshen up, you worked hard. You were dancing, you deserve a shower and a snack. Every time I end is immediate protein bar and glass of chocolate milk and then a shower depending on how sweaty I got. But yeah, go ahead. Thank you again. Yeah. The mobs are made to attack you. Should get in range. No matter your level or your mounts. That's crazy. Yeah, this game was not made for recording videos in. Which, I mean, why would any game be made for that? -1 didn't react to getting run over. Ty, it was so hard to predict getting run over because the sound and the visuals were desynced. I would like just get straight up run over and like the horse and carriage would just run me over. And it was like, oh, okay, I didn't even get any warning for that. And then a minute later, I'm hearing the sound. And so I move over to the right and you hear a carriage go by, but you don't see it at all. It was the one from a minute before. The sound and the actual, like, what you see were so desynced sometimes that it was just like, how do I deal with this? This is one of the later videos. This might be the second to last video recorded. I think the last video was the one from the city out in the desert and we go north to an outpost. That would have been the last video. This one would have been the second to last. I need a drink. Holy shit, guys. There's gonna be a fucking 40-minute Nintendo Direct on Kirby Air Riders. They're gonna show us the entire fucking game like they did with Donkey Kong. Is it wrong that the most offensive thing in 14 so far has been that you can't buy bait in the fishing guild? Yes. Because I think there's other things that have been just as frustrating. You know, not messaging people in dungeons and whatnot, I think is crazy. But if that's the thing that's been your biggest problem, Hell yeah. I'll tell you what was the most offensive thing to me, Cairo. You can do fishing off stream. And then you did it for a fucking hour. And I'm like, why is he doing this on stream? And your entire chat's sitting there going, we love fishing! Fishing stream, yippee! Nah, more fishing streams? Alright. Then if Cairo's gonna do fishing streams, I'm gonna do recording when he's fishing. I'm just not gonna be on Final Fantasy. In good old days, there were like 30 people fighting where you are right now. Really? Fish with me, Hell no. I'm currently fishing in Abiotic. More fishing. We're at 4.95 miles. We've got like 10 more minutes. So we've cleared 5 miles. Hell yeah. What time is it? It's 12? Ooh. I need to go get my channel points. You know what I really need to do? I need to move my desktop and shit back. I switched my monitors a week ago. I need to switch those back. Holy, I hate having my Twitch monitor on the right. I've complained about this like 3 days since it happened. Not looking forward to not know how to play any of my jobs when I get back to 14. Hi, Maru. Hello again, cuties. Hello again, non-dairy. Micaiah, I'm on a new computer. They wiped everything. I lost all of my gear sets. I lost all of my key bindings. I lost all of my UI settings. The gear sets is the big one. The gear sets is like, what the fuck? How could you wipe this? Fuck, man. That's the one that's like, oh god. I don't know if this happened because of the I didn't play for so long. My dancer set is missing legs. I had to go buy like crummy legs off of the market to have fucking legs in my dancer set. And I'm like, God, how many sets have this? Shit. That one was incredibly like, this sucks. Yeah, it drove me insane when I upgraded PCs. Just another thing I didn't realize was saved my PC instead of servers. Yeah. Yeah. It's fun. Actually, Cairo, now that I think about it, I saw that you were in Oku's Discord yesterday. You were doing side stuff, right? I saw that you called... Why the fuck is that saved client side? I don't fucking know, Cairo. Because it's an ancient... Japanese game dev, Cairo. That's why. Japanese game developer. What were you doing on Final Fantasy yesterday, Cairo? Because Oku was fishing? Okay. Good. Because Oku was like, he just called this guy the Hulk. Bro, I need you here. He's saying stupid shit. And I was like, he better not be doing fucking story. AP fighting games. Didn't get rollback till the past few years for a reason. Yeah? Yeah. If it's fishing or triple triad, to me that's like, oh cool. He's actually really into the game and wants to play it even off stream. But don't you dare do story off stream. God, I forget how long this canyon is. It's always like... We get to the canyon and I'm like, cool, it's probably like 2 more minutes. And then it's like 10 minutes through it. It's a fucking huge mountain range. I'm not going to do MSQ off stream. I wouldn't expect you to. Don't worry. There's definitely, like, quests later on that the tension is high. You know shit's gonna go down, and shit goes down. And then there's quests where it's like, left field, out of nowhere, you thought we were fucking chilling, and like, a character gets fucking stabbed, and you're like, oh my god, what? We were having a tea party! It's very, Shit can just, like, they do both sides. It's very good story writing. It's slow paced at first. You know, what you're doing right now is world building. But it'll be, God. Post the Realm Reborn, there'll be some good moments. There'll also be some really good moments. Heaven's Ward, things will start fucking ramping the fuck up. And I think those are the parts that people are really excited for. Yeah, at this time, 2 of my most powerful mains are out in this desert in a hunt. Hunting for treasures from very powerful foes. Hi, Solar Bunny. Thank you for the follow. God. Solar Bunny, your name just makes me want to play Rabbit and Steel. And, like, I don't want to play it until the next content patch comes out when they add the 2 new bunnies and new bosses. But, oh my god. I read Bunny and I go, Bunny? Rabbit and Steel? Oh. Typos. Just waiting for you to have your own Dyrus moment with Cairo. Oh my god. I will not let this happen. I will fucking scream at him if he tries to Dyrus me. The compass and map parts hunt. Okay, Taletta. So turn your BGM to max. That seems weird. Okay, Dyrus turns it to 0. So, what'd you think? Dyrus, that kind of stunk. That was really lame. I don't know why we turned down the music. Turn down the music! Turn down the music! I told you to turn it to max! Oh, I thought you said turn it down. No! No, you're trolling me. You're trolling me. No one's this stupid. Oh my god. Watching that train wreck of a stream was so fucking... God. Well, not literally, but like, more likely a big moment happened in the story, but it flies over his head because the significance was tied to non-voice acted story. True. Okay. I don't expect to have something like that. I expect that particular fight that happened with Taletta and Dyrus. I expect Cairo to love that. Len wants some beef jerky. What would be something that he fucking just drives me up a wall with? He's probably gonna make some story predictions that are right on the money, and he's gonna say this is lame and predictable, and I'll be like, man, it's not lame just because it's predictable. Fuck you. I can see that happening. I can see Leon? Is there a fishing boss? There's a boss that's a fish. I don't know if there's a fishing boss. I feel like he's done that because you two do the exact same thing when someone guesses something correctly. Yes, I love beef jerky. Well, I finally got the 100 speed training session. Hell yeah. I think the highest I've gotten is 75. The highest I've gotten is like 4 rainbow trainings on speed. And it was 75. It might have been 3. I don't remember. Pyro would be an old school RuneScape Temperos main. I'm so sorry, Micaiah. I don't know what that means. I played RuneScape when it was getting popular and first came out. And I'd have been like 12 years old. Fishing minigame boss, gotcha. I got to level 28 with something, probably combat. And I was walking between two towns and I was like, why am I playing this game? This game looks so fucking bad, it's lame. I could be playing Diablo 2 right now, where there's actual combat instead of just right-clicking an enemy. I'm never playing this game again. And I closed RuneScape and never opened it again. Seeing Zazuma walking down the street, 100 with 4 rainbows. Next turn 70 speed with 3 rainbows. Think I do somehow, and I hate it. The run sucks, but that's neat. My first 99 OSRS was cooking, then fishing. You had better sense to get out before me, Elon. Gaming. I just remember being like, why am I playing this game? It doesn't look good. And combat's boring. You just right-click an enemy. Diablo 2 is way better. And so I closed it and never opened it again, and I went and played Diablo 2. Got on my fucking Fury Lycanthrope Druid and slapped idiots with rabies. We're at 5.4. 5.4 miles. Clicking skeletons. Peak gameplay. RuneScape was my first online multiplayer. My first online multiplayer was Diablo 2. I think. I'm pretty sure. If I had GameCube Online, it would have been PSO, but I think Diablo 2 was my first like PC game, and I'm having fun with this. I remember playing it at my friend's house and being like, this is just online, this is cool. And I kind of just took over my dad's computer for a bit, for like a year. And then they were just like, hey, we're upgrading. My dad got a new computer, and they just put the old computer in my room. When I stopped, I was a member since level 14. And at 121 at a free-to-play state. And think it's 140 plus as member. 5.4, doing well. Want to trade Shaco 8 years later. My first was a mud. I forget which one. Oh, we haven't walked this video in forever. Walking through Azsuna? I'm glad we didn't get it today, but...
RuneScape wasn't just my first, it was the first time I got fat playing a video game. My brother and I went on vacation to my grandparents' house, like, one summer. We came back like Michelin kids, and all we did was eat, like, junk food and switch off every hour to play RuneScape or play the stinking GameCube games. That's
Hell
all
yeah.
we did for an entire month. It was some of the best gaming ever.
Hell yeah. Anchor. Local. We're gonna shift just a little bit over here. I love Leon, but I don't want his face taking up a third of the screen. When I stopped, I was a member. 5.4. Shaco, 8 years later. First was a mud. Hi, Grianne. 10,000. What is taxes at? Somebody tell me what it's at, because it's got to be getting close. You guys wait there. I'm flipping my trackers around. Remind me what a mud is? I feel like I've had this explained to me literally in the last month, and I've already forgotten again. We get it? Only you're allowed to take up the entire screen? True! Whose name is on the fucking screen, Trogdor? Don't you ever forget it. This is about me, me, me! It's a multi-user dungeon. Text-based dungeon crawler with other people. Gotcha, gotcha. Avatars. PJs. Okay. We're back here. F-Zero GP start. 111940. Oh yeah. Chat, do this. Multi-user dungeon, text-based dungeon crawler with other people. There is a name on screen? Well, on the webpage. Hi, Star. Okay. Where are we going? No, title. I need to update the title. I think I updated my lurking stuff. That looks... And 5.4 mile. Now rest. Done. My hips losing a bit of track in there. This channel is an 18 plus. I don't wear skimpy clothes. Okay, Trogdor, enough. Where are we going? Where'd we go the other day? Oh, we went to Urban Refuge. That's what it was. What is going on? We haven't been to Sequoia Den. There. Friends. Drop portal. Switch this to local. In 3. Did it work? There we go. Sequoia Den by Etoile Doll, my favorite world creator. That there, move that there. That here. Turn the fire down. Turn the thunder down. Turn the rain down. And then the video player, video playing. It is not. You hate to see it. That's fine. We mute the world. Bring this up. Close this. YouTube. A day at the hot springs, lo-fi mix for ultimate stress relief and study. Nope. Which thing did I? OBS one? Okay. Why is it that I immediately tab out of this and it starts loading? I swear. Okay. You guys wait there. Getting a drink. I think I walked into the bottom of the bed, and that made me lose tracking. Yuck. Yeah. Ugh. Grian. Okay.
Oh wow.
How far back can I go? There. Okay. Flying. Turn this off. Okay. Ugh, I am. Where is it? Oh, it's kind of off. Now we're more aligned. Ugh. Oh, I have 2 OBS windows. That's not what I want. I got something hot you can spring on. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. F-Zero GP start, pot friend. This is an awesome world. It's nice. It does kind of feel like one you'd spend 5 minutes in and be like, that was cool, and then leave. Unless you're talking about this one here we're in. I have spent at least 30 hours in this world. Possibly, maybe 50 to 100. I'm not sure. Yulin, you should really see how ZA battling looks with 4 people battling each other online. I will at some point, Dogtor, but like, I really don't want to get into Pokemon. I really want to just like stay the fuck away from a Pokemon mainline game. I feel like the last few have been so disappointing. Hi. I got something that got my wanted good, the Epitaph Prime main blueprint. Now to get full. That's a typo, right? I have no idea what that is.
Go.
Dairy. How dare you? Pixel.
What?
Some criticism.
What the fuck?
Those headphones would never fit on your big
I can't
ass head.
I can't believe you would say that.
Look
That's
at how
fucked up.
look at how big your head is.
My head's not that big.
It's huge.
Wait. Counterpoint. The ears are really close together way up there, so it could work.
Yeah, but like you wouldn't use headphones like that. You'd use earbuds or like ear clips.
Oh yeah, no, this is totally like Arthur wearing the wrong kinds of earbuds and his ears are on top of his head. I agree with that.
Yeah. This is a cute outfit though.
Skunkles you. Thank you. It's optimized. It's a good rating.
Hell yeah. What a bully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I crafted Epitaph Prime yesterday. Hell yeah. Smug Wiggle. What is that one? Dumpers. Good lord. What stories should I have today? Did I go over all my stories? I don't think I even went over half of them. We played Planet Crafter.
Oops.
That was a
Sorry about that.
nice chill 5 hours. I built a lot of drills. I built some aquatic domes. Hi, Stalking. Hello. Hope your game was good. I forget what you were playing. I literally had it open. Do I still see it in my list? No, it updated. Wait, maybe if I click this one. I do. You were playing Lord of the Rings again. Hi, Ryan. Get small raid. I don't think it's a small raid. Hello, 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 Stockpog. Battle for Middle-earth, Lord of the Rings, RTS. Aquatic Domes? Monster, where's my Elin? What have you done with my boy? Look, you don't have to go swimming in them, so it's fine. I was nice and safe up above them. Up above the water. Sorry, Grant, I'm like totally in your face right now. Come back! But so we're at a point. I was walked today. It was pretty nice and chill. It was, we did 5.4 miles and it was 1 incline, so pretty easy. Which I'm okay with an easy walk now and then. There, now I'm gonna shift around less when I lean forward and back and whatnot. Pixel just sitting with his foot up. Pixel sleeps in weird positions. Pixel's like... Sometimes he will just have his legs up. Like, have you ever seen an animal that, like, they're, like, licking their inner legs and it's a cat and their feet are just pointing straight up and outward? I've literally seen Pixel do that. Can't believe he stole Makoko's body. Had some good conversations. Pixel's an odd creature. Nice, good job today, Alan. Thank you.
What the fuck?
But you are. Do you think you're not? Pixel's there, hi. Man, Mondays really are you crowded day in a good way. I don't know why. I would expect Saturday and Sunday to be the most crowded, but sometimes it's Monday, sometimes it's Friday, sometimes it's a Wednesday of all days. Sometimes Thursday is like, you know, there's a lot of people with me in stream and in chat. And then some Thursdays it's like nobody's there and I'm like, I've given up. I don't know what makes a popular day. Pixel's the next step in human evolution. Pixel's the creature on the right.
Yeah.
Planet Crafter. Planet Crafter is fun. There's a lot of systems I don't understand it, and so that's why I was saying earlier, like, I feel like I might enjoy this game more solo, but at the same time, I'm having a lot of fun. The actual experience I would enjoy more with the group, right? The game itself, solo, but you know, the Sunday with the homies is a lot of fun. We are probably going to a new planet next time we play next week. I kind of got to a point where it's like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to build cosmetic stuff. I want to build a house for everybody, but I don't think I'll have time before we go to new planets. I built a house for myself like last week. I started... Hi, Mr. King Wolfie. Petals attack everyone, then runs away. Yesterday, I started building Logitech's house, which I dubbed the Logia Tower, and I built it right next to the super pretty, like, gold and white tree. I wanted to build Senril's house on a cliff at the beach, and I wanted to build one blue sheep's house in the crystal area, but I don't think I'll have time. I think we're heading out to the next planet before I can do that. Which, you know, maybe I explore this new planet and build stuff there for them. We'll see. But the Logia Tower, Technologia. Well, it's with a J. It's Loja Tower because it's Logitech. You know, the person that's in stream. They're probably being quiet right now. They're probably doing wild stuff right now, but that's I wanted to build like just a cozy little house for everybody. We have the main base, and the main base has like the room that's kind of like the bed, the accessories. It's got the the little gaming area next to it. It's the meme. It's a meme I'm unfamiliar with. It's I don't know. I feel like I just run out of stuff to do. I feel like everyone else has everything on such lockdown that it's like, what do I build? Oh, I guess I'll build 2 drills. Anyway, I don't know what to do for the next 20 minutes. Oh, I have a lot of stories I didn't talk about, actually. Just dig down to the planet core? That's not how this game works. Hi, sleepies. Emotes. You guys have used the hug emote 516 times in the last 30 days. Twitch gave me a little message that's like, your community loves this emote. And I was like, oh shit. Also, Yuli, my dad said he's making dinner for me for B-Day. I might miss my nap and be dead as fuck tonight, just FYI. Mentally prepared yourself to be the funny one for once. Oh, that's not how it works, Cairo. This is a you thing. This is your stream. Somebody, I think it was Ants, when we did the Final Fantasy stuff, they were like, you were quiet as fuck, and I was like, well, yeah, it's not my stream. I'm like playing second player. I will try to be more on. I will try to be more energy. If you're zoning out, hug, hi, sleepies, hug. Steppies, we'll see. You got this, boy. I like how you tried to put it all on Sunday and then it still bled over into Monday anyway. Stories. A German dude has built an ice tray that is, you don't even know. It keeps 15 beers cooled in like a crate. And so you've got this crate that's like 3 rows of beer, 5 columns. And specifically this ice tray, you pour water into it, and then it creates this like sheet of ice that's really thick. But you place it over the 15 beers, and it like fits them together. And so it's like literally ice that fits for beers in a like crate. And he's talking about it, he's showing it to a group, and he's like, yeah, so not only does it keep them cool, it's also very easy to pull one out, because he just takes the beer from the middle, like the beer that's right in the middle, he picks that bottle up and he holds it up, and the whole ice thing comes up with it. He takes one of the other beers out and places it back down, and they fit right together. And it was just like, damn, what a fucking perfect invention. I saw it on a post that was like, what we expected engineering to be 100 years from now in 1925. German engineering now. And it's this guy who's like, I have created the perfect ice tray for keeping beers cold. I saw a wild fucking video. This guy, he gets in a fight with an Amazon driver. Like literally, I guess he was getting pissed off on the road and gets out of his car and starts like fucking fist fighting the Amazon driver. Which is like, fucking what? Dude, he's just trying to do his job. What the fuck? Oh fuck, put that man in cryostasis and send it to the future. He gets his ass whooped by the Amazon driver, by the way. The Amazon driver got him across the fucking chin, and then he fell down, and then the Amazon driver got him like in the side of the fucking head again. However, the Amazon driver did lose one of his socks. Come get some. The video gets more crazy because the guy that got out of his vehicle to fight this Amazon employee, somebody just got in his truck and left. Somebody just stole his car right there. And like the fight ends with it being like, dude, someone stole your ride. Someone stole your car. And he's like, they did what? And he just starts walking that way. He's just like, I guess I'm walking toward the direction of my car that they left because I guess he thought they might stop at a block or two. That's maybe not the worst assumption. They could be somebody that's just like, I'm moving this truck so I don't have to fucking wait for this fight to end. Amazon driver surely plept that guy wife. Hopefully not. Probably not. I imagine it's just road rage riddle. I imagine it's just, guy honking at Amazon driver honking back. And then being like, what the fuck's your problem, man? And, being very unsympathetic to the cause of the other. But it's crazy because it's like, fight happens, truck gets stolen, somebody's watching the whole time. I have the other wild video I saw. This guy, it's him and his girlfriend. And she apparently just caught him cheating. This dude has been caught. He's cheating, and this is the blowout fight between the two of them. Where it happens is between 3 apartment complex buildings. So it's literally like there's a walkway between each apartment complex, just the building of apartments. And this is like an intersection where 3 or 4 of them meet. And so you've got building 1, building 2, building 3, building 4. And they're in like dead center in the middle, right? And they are screaming at each other. They are just like yelling their heads off at each other. And it's a screaming match with a lot of people around, right? So everybody is out on their balcony just fucking watching. They are all just fucking staring at these two. And some of them are like being hecklers. They're like, yeah, you tell him, girl, you put him in his place, you put him there. And there's one guy who's just singing. There's one guy that's just like literally singing a song. And so the guy, she's sitting there yelling at him, why are you liking her Instagram post? Why are you liking all of her Instagram posts? And he's just sitting there like, oh my God, she's just a friend. And then he looks up at the guy singing, shut the fuck up. It's not that serious. You're overthinking it. Shut the fuck up with the singing. And it's like, it's so much going on. And it's like, holy, that's kind of crazy. And there's just a lot going on. For me personally, I would not be in that situation. I would not be like, hey, we're breaking up. We're having this big fight. Let's have it right fucking here. It's like, we are going somewhere quiet. That can be the apartment. That can be the park. We are not doing this with a fucking audience. But bae, she's hot. It was very much like, why here? Yeah. Yeah. God, Grian is so fucking cute. Finland. I saw a picture of them doing this awesome reflective paint on deer antlers. Top 3 cutest on stream. I saw a picture of a Finland Ranger, and they had caught a deer, and then they were spraying its antlers with just, spray paint, right? And then you see it at night, it's like neon orange reflective light, so that you can easily see, this deer, and it's like, whoa, that's fucking cool. And was that everything? The last thing I had was just in League of Legends, the Doombots are active right now, which for anybody who knows League of Legends, or who doesn't know League of Legends, Doombots are like extremely overtuned bots that are like really smart. They script, they're like impossible to just beat one-on-one. unless you really know the game. And their abilities cheat, but it's going to shed them. So like, yeah, it's going to, but like, it helps in that moment. For 9 months of the year, it's helping. And they're not trying to get like every deer. It's like, the ones that they're tagging, it's like, hey, also apply this since it's very low effort. And then it just, helps drivers not hit them. Reflective antlers, new horn unlock. The glowing horn of Gary's Bog. Doombots. They added something to the Doombots where if they kill you under their tower, the Doombot will flash mastery. So like literally I saw a video of somebody playing a Akali. They're laning against Caitlyn. It's a Caitlyn bot. The Caitlyn like goes under tower, uses a bunch of abilities, kills the Akali, and then flashes their mastery while leaving. It's like, dude, that's fucked. That's so fucked. So Doombots are freed by now. Look, a purple cat. Yeah. Although it's not a cat. Ugh, I just coughed just now. That was all of my that was all of my notes. Kind of just a lot of interesting stories, and then me being excited for Xenoblade and WoW. Today is Xenoblade. Not a cat. I think your arm has grown ears. Yeah, I think Pixel just wanted to be used as an armrest right now. It's Monado Monday.
I spout flowers when you pet me.
What?
I make little flowers when you pet me.
Oh, you do. It's Monado Monday or Zanza Monday. I think Monado Monday was way fucking better than Zanza Monday. Look, a purple cat. Grinch. What an eerie sigh. Dabby Vi. Is it time? Is it time to send everyone off somewhere? We've got a stacked day tomorrow. We're gonna watch the Kirby Air Riders Direct. And we're gonna watch the Tales of Xillia remaster announcement. That'll be fun.
Is Tales of Xillia good?
It was pretty good. It wasn't like super incredible. It has a very interesting story. It did something very weird with the combat. Basically, the game before it was like the best combat. Everybody was like, this is universally loved. Please do this every time. We love the combat in Tales of Graces. And then Tales of Xillia was like, nah, we're going back to the standard. You've got mana again. And it was like, but why? It's not bad. It's the standard, but it's like, you just had the fucking best combat ever. Why did you go back to the old style? Tight Kirby? Yeah, Kirby Air Riders 2. They've got a big stream tomorrow. I see somebody that I'm like, ooh, this would be a good person to raid. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're gonna go there. Hi, Oni. Oni has been playing RoboCop. Oh, hit my controller. We're gonna go to media. I'm gonna take a nap. And then in about 5-ish hours, we'll play Xenoblade with Cairo. That'll be fun. Camera. I need my camera. That's what I need. Ugh. Okay. Why is... There we go. The fucking pointer kept disappearing. Let's see if I'm close enough to the little diorama with the... We are. I love this little tree with all the butterflies and flowers. Oh. Thank you, Logitech. Ione, I need to shopping soon. Oh, I don't want to get up. Okay. We're going to media. She's playing Nier Automata. Did I say it that way to piss people off? No, of course not.
You would never.
I would never do such a thing. And the accusation of such is deeply insulting. Flash Raid Media. Bye-bye, Evelyn.
You take the geopolitical circumstance of the tariffs very seriously, obviously.
Bye-bye, Evelyn. Thank you for keeping me company today. We did 5.4 miles. We had a nice, easy day. 1 incline. Not too much extra distance. Xenoblade Chronicles today after well, in like 5-ish hours. We are toward the end of the game. We're like level 75 or something. It'll be fun. We haven't played in like 2 weeks, so it's like long overdue. And then big day tomorrow. That being said, I love you. Bye.